Bam, we're live. Oh, I get credit for being on time. Whew, that was close. Very close. Gary, what's up?
Forgive me, I have some running lung. I just ran a mile.
Dude, you're a beast. Serious?
Can you?
I hear that echo.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
He ran a mile. Is that to get your game on so you'd be sharp for the show?
I needed to. I come bearing gifts. Sevan Matosing.
Hi, what time is it? Where are you?
A boatload of gifts. 7 a.m.
Because you're in Portland?
Yes, sir.
God, that is so crazy. You're in Portland. That is crazy.
We just celebrated my father's birthday yesterday. He's no longer with us, but we went out to breakfast to honor Daddy-O.
How long has it been?
He died a year ago Thanksgiving, so it's been 15 months.
Did you cry yesterday?
No, it was nice to see family.
Yeah.
Think about him.
Yeah.
Seve, what's up, bro?
God, life's a trip. People die.
I know.
So weird.
So it's
yesterday crazy. I had a guy on that kills people.
Dude, I was trying to look up the last show to review, and I was scanning through your shows. I'm like, this dude is online a lot.
Every morning, 7 a.m. Every morning, 7 a.m.
I can't believe how much you're live.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
How many hours are you logging?
I try to do anywhere from 1.5 to 3 hours every single day. Basically, the show's scheduled to go from 7 to 8:30 every day. But sometimes there's 2 shows if the CrossFit Open is going, or if we can't do it, like a guest is good and they stay for 3 hours, or just, I guess good's not even the right word. Like yesterday, the guest showed up 15 minutes late because he was having technical difficulties. Then it took us probably like 30 minutes to warm up. And then, so the show went like, 2.5, 3 hours.
How does the guest kill people?
He's with the gun. He was a fucking sniper for Canadian Special Forces for the same group that Devin Loret's was in.
Yeah.
And this dude refused the vaccine and got kicked out, dude. 16 fucking years killing people for the fucking Canadian government. Dude, he killed a guy from 3,500 meters away. By the way, I told some friends that, who are like some pretty gnarly shooters. And they kind of have to see it to believe it. They said 3,500 meters is just ridiculous.
Like bad guys, I hope, right?
Yeah, bad guys. Basically, I asked this dude, Gary, I said, hey, how do you justify killing people? How do you sleep at night? And he said, hey, in my mind, I'm paraphrasing, but each one of these guys has raped 200 women.
Oof, yeah.
So, and if they haven't raped 200 women, basically what I've done is if they've only raped 12 women, then I've saved 188 women from getting raped. All ISIS dudes.
I could get behind. I mean,
yeah,
I could get behind that.
Right.
Do you mind? Do you read?
What do you think about? This is going to be really harsh. What do you think about Dr. Fauci gain of function research that came out yesterday that he knows he did it and millions of people died at his hands? What do we do with him?
Sevan Podcast. Sevan.
Yes. Hi.
You didn't listen to me the last time I was on here?
No. What? No, I think I did. Tell me.
I don't do. I quit politics.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
But I found out this isn't politics.
I know, but I got to be honest. Living life is hard work.
Tell me. Gotcha. Right.
So, to follow Fauci and what's going on with all the business, like I'm just trying to keep diapers clean, bro.
You're a good dude. I like that. I've no issue with that. Hey, you don't worry about a thing I'm going to handle making the world a better place, erasing pedophilia and scumbags who force our kids to take drugs. And then you just raise a fucking good kid. I appreciate that. That's good.
Thank you. And try to get to CrossFit in the dead of winter in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, tell me, you ran. Did you fall today when you ran? Where do you run a mile? I mean, it's icy there, right? I mean, the whole West Coast is getting smashed. By the way, it's been raining at my house for like a month.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. I to keep the numbers accurate, I went down to my gym, and there's a path. And basically, the last time I was on your show, December 9th, I can't believe how long it's been. I ran a 6 miles in 32 minutes, or 1 mile, 6 minutes and 32 seconds.
Now listen to that, people. Did you hear that? Gary Roberts ran a mile in 6 minutes and 32 seconds. That is nuts.
Yeah. So a lot has happened since the last time I've been on your show. So I needed to know where I stood.
Yeah.
And so I went out and ran a mile.
With the pressure, knowing that I would ask you how fast you ran it.
Of course.
I mean, let me guess. 8:03.
7:15.
Wow, dude. Great job.
11% drop off.
And last time you ran it, but you ran it at 6 a.m.
Right. Freezing cold.
And what were the conditions you ran it last time?
Evening. I'm probably better. I'm more normalized as a human. I do not get up for 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., let alone 6 a.m. for anybody but Sevan Podcast.
And today you got up and ran, and you're talking. Gary, Austin Hartman, Gary, I showed my dad Killing the Fat Man. He's not totally bought in yet, but I've got him moving a little more. And I just want to tell you you're awesome, and I really appreciate you and love you. And if you're ever in wherever I live, you can come visit. Well, thank you, Austin.
Thanks, Austin. So, Sevi, I said I brought you a boatload of gifts. We call them excuses.
Oh, good.
A lot.
Tell me.
Do you want me to get into it?
Yeah. First of all, many months ago, Gary Roberts got some blood work done. He began a journey of TRT. You should watch the other episodes. We should make a playlist just with them. He's had some ups and downs with it, some struggles with the needles that were fixed, some struggles at home regarding whether his loved ones want him partaking in a TRT replacement. And then, and so here we are. The Gary Roberts journey.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you called me a week or so ago, and I heard you live for like just a half a second before you said hi to me, you said, I quote, I think you said, if this doesn't work out, we'll find another fat man. Is that true? Was that intentional?
Do you have the date? I could go, but I don't remember saying that at all.
I heard it was like you were having a conversation with somebody, and I caught the very tippy end of it, and I was wondering if that was slight.
Sometimes the tippy end is just enough. Women have gotten pregnant just catching the tippy end. Hey, I don't remember that at all. It sounds a little out of context, but also I could hear myself like cracking a joke like that.
Yeah,
but we're definitely not finding another fat man. We're too invested in.
I took it as, hey, bro.
What?
Here's the deal.
Oh, don't try to leverage. Are you trying to pick a fight with me?
No. I'm just saying I have now 3 months before you originally stated let's do like a year. Yeah. And I have now a 3-month window to the finish line. And that's
shit. You've been taking TRT now for 9 months. It's been 9 months.
No, I didn't start it right away. I started CrossFit for like 6 to 8 weeks before I took the TRT.
Okay.
So if you don't remember that.
Look at. No, I love Gary. Stop being a bitch, Sevi. No, I love Gary. Gary's the man. I'm not finding another fat man. What are you talking about? I don't even care if Gary gets off the TRT. We're going to come on and check with Gary. We're never letting Gary get away. We're going to walk Gary to his deathbed.
Yeah, here's the thing. The thing. I was trying to go over. I recapped. Thank you, YouTube, for adding transcripts, because I just skimmed the transcripts from previous episodes to recap what was discussed.
Yeah.
And interestingly, that was like, if we if I started cutting some episodes, I was like halfway season. A Pinnacle, 6 miles and 6-minute mile. And anyways, within a couple weeks, my life turned to shit. And
are you still married?
Let me tell you.
Holy shit!
Aren't you
in the garage? You're not in the garage right now?
I'm in the garage. I've carved out a little space because I'm too loud for the family. But
okay, so you're still married because you're in the garage.
Yeah, I am. But let me tell you, it got close. You remember when I first met you? I mean, not I first met you, but we were filming season 2, and I first met my wife, and there was like her deal breaker was Trump.
Oh yeah. You wore the I Love Hillary shirt too.
Right. Yeah. I had to basically, I should have. Here's the thing. We have born 2 beautiful children, miracle babies. Like, these babies are epically amazing. And a few people in the beginning days said, "Hey, you're moving real fast, Gary, with this girl, Caroline." Even I believe you and Tyson thought, "Whoa, this guy's moving a little fast. Maybe you should get to know each other a little better before you get married." I think we still would have ended up together.
But that being said, you had a very intimate connection with her. I was convinced I was convinced you loved her. I believed you.
Yeah. Well, there was some, like with Trump, I was like, "Hey, if you hate Trump, fine. I disavow. I don't care. I don't care about politics enough to like pick this battle. But if I did, that would have been a battle not able to be won. It would have been
right.
The relationship wouldn't have lasted. Well,
ironically, I hated Trump then too, but now there's nothing that Trump can do that would upset me more than pedophilia. I'm against pedophilia, and so you can't be a Democrat anymore. It's not like I know I'm off subject here, but it's not even debatable anymore. But I digress. Let's go back.
Well, I want to be careful in how I speak, because in this situation, there's no bad guy. It's just opinions differ. And
wait a second, just real quick. In my state, they want my kids to take drugs to go to school, and I have the healthiest kids you've ever known. And so those are bad guys. My kids can't go to school because my kids won't take mandatory needle-injected drugs. And my kids say, "Please, thank you, make eye contact, take their plates to the table, hold doors open for old people, can do addition, smile, help other kids, add value wherever they go." So there are, I don't want to fight with you, but there are some bad guys, like in the state of California, that we have. There are some bad guys. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Sorry.
Listen, just for now that you said that, just to let you know, when my daughter was, kindergarten, back then, Anissa, previous wife in season 1 and 2, she was never vaccinated, and she was like against it. And she's like, "I don't want my kid to have vaccinations." And I was like, okay.
Did you think she was crazy? My wife didn't want my kids to get vaccinated either. I thought she was batshit crazy.
I didn't back then.
You're open-minded guy. You weren't like me.
I just went with it. Well, anyways, we just went to the school and signed a paper that says you didn't get vaccinated, and they said nothing.
Yeah.
They were fine. Yeah. Now I guess
you can't do that.
The world is different. But anyways, let's get on to something that matters.
Yes. No, so you and your wife are having some issues, and you're beating around the bush telling me.
I just don't want to. I don't want to paint her as like the bad guy, but basically.
Are you still together? Are you married?
Sevan.
What?
Let me tell a story, bro.
Okay, tell a story.
Let me tell a story. A lot of things happened in December. The show, we went on December 9th. That happened to be the last injection of testosterone that I took. my shipment had run out.
Right.
On December 15th, I was effing around in the gym, and I hurt myself doing a muscle up. I hurt my rib. I was doing banded muscle ups, and I was popping up to the top of the bar, and my hand slipped off, and I landed on my rib. And then the next day, I went in and did burpees, and even worsened it. And then that put me out for like 3 weeks. So I didn't do CrossFit.
Do you think you broke a rib, by the way? Slipping and hitting it?
I was really nervous. I watched the video, and it doesn't look.
Okay. Do you think that 2 ribs crossed by any chance? Did you go to?
I don't know. It just hurt like a motherfucker. And I was like,
hurt rib, and you don't swear, so that's pretty. It must have really hurt.
And I was like, fuck. I was just at my peak with Sevan. I was just crushing it with the 6 minute, and here I'm jacked up, and I'm out of TRT. Okay, so put that in the cap. Out of TRT, injury. At the exact same time, my wife and I, we are really hitting a wall with an issue. And I was like, nah, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going to win this one. And she's like, no, I'm going to win this one. So we were really.
Was it around boning?
First it was children. Then it was boning.
Okay.
So, God, are we allowed to talk? I'll do a callback to season 1. Are we allowed to talk about sex?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So, I'm a stay-at-home father. I do some side gigs on the side to make a little cash, but my wife is the primary. She's the primary. And during this time that I took on this CrossFit project, she was taking on a new job, a leadership role, a lot more stress. And she just had a baby. Our daughter just is a year old. So this time last year, she just had a baby. And when we met, we connected over the fact that she hadn't found the right guy. And I had been in a marriage for 20 something years where with someone who I didn't really feel like there was a connection sexually. I was connected to her sexually, but I spent those 2 decades being, a lot of gaining weight in the first season over my life was, due to rejection. You're not being wanted by your partner. You gain some weight, you eat more, and you fill the void, all that business. Well, anyway, so when I met
you want to eat at the Y, they won't let you, so you eat at McDonald's instead.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So I spent the early part of my relationship with Caroline basically saying, she basically said, I said, what are your deal breakers? She said, I need somebody open to children. And she said to me, what are your deal breakers? And I said, well, I absolutely cannot relive these particular things regarding my sex life with. I think more specifically, I said I needed somebody on the same level as me sexually.
Yeah.
Because I just can't spend 20 years complaining about sex. Like,
right.
If you're always the initiator and you're always like asking and sometimes maybe perhaps begging.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, balance it out a little bit. I said I cannot live under those circumstances.
A begging video would go viral, by the way.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like the comments, but it'd still go viral. Yeah. Maybe it's worth exploring.
So in this early part of our days, obviously she's telling me about her. I'm telling her about me. And as a single girl, she's like, of course, I feel you. I'd never be, but, to just succinctly tie it together. Don't worry about that. I'll be a different wife, sort of thing. And then now here, 5 years into our relationship, it's like, oh shit. It's not just the people. It's just marriage. shit just gets normalized, and life and children and jobs. And I'm like, so I started bringing up, like, hey, remember we keep something important? And she's like, yeah, but shit changes in 5 years. You know, we have babies and new job and stress and mortgage. And so we really started to go to battle on this issue. And so we get a therapist involved. And right around that time, I don't think I talked about this with you on any of the shows, but right around that time, the therapist, they're really big on consent. Like, huge. Like, they're like, they want to, consent is so important. I'm like, obviously consent is important.
What do you mean? Like, don't put your penis in their mouth if they don't want it? What, how could there not be consent? Like they think you're going to rape your wife?
Let me tell you.
What does consent mean?
Let me tell you, Sevan, when I go to the doctor with my children and I fill out all these questionnaires, I feel like they're entirely set up to try to take away your children. Like,
never. My kids have never been to the doctor, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like, do you, like, they literally ask you, do you drive around without a seatbelt? It's like, I mean, if I did not seatbelt my children, am I going to tell you about it? It's
only crazy. When your mom's blowing me. That's what I would tell the doctor, because your mom doesn't like the seatbelt in her way.
Anyways,
God, that's crazy.
Anyways, I'm sitting around with the therapist, and then they're like, you know, do you feel safe in your relationship?
Oh my God.
Do you have?
God.
They said.
Oh my God.
They said if you do not have in your marriage, Sevan Matosing, all your people out there watching, if you do not have in your marriage enthusiastic consent, you don't have consent.
So if you have sex with your wife and she never opens her eyes, that's not enthusiastic. God damn. Wow, this is a crazy world we live in.
So we finished this therapy session. I was like,
hey, they're going to convince your wife. They're going to convince. That's like convincing someone. I was just reading this thing about Paris Hilton, about how she had sex with her boyfriend. And there's these, unfortunately, it's these right-wing fucking nut jobs are saying that basically she was fucking manipulated by the devil. But when I read the story, she wasn't manipulated by the devil. She was 19 years old dating a 31-year-old, and he asked her if he could film her fucking her. End of story. Yeah. And she said yes, and he sold the tape against her. But God, that's incredible. Hey, you nailed it. They are trying to take your kids from you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Why? Well, they're trying to build the case against you. And they're trying to end your marriage. That therapist is trying to end your marriage. They're not trying to help it.
I'm like, dude, the way what you just described, I'm like, I had enthusiastic consent for 6 months of my marriage. But like for the last 2 years, enthusiastic consent, I said, you're telling me if I don't have enthusiasm that I don't have consent. And so he's like, yeah, you got to wait. You got to wait till you get enthusiastic consent. I said, I just don't foresee any marriage where you're always the initiator and the other person is like tired and stressed and job and
look at me. Am I ever going to get enthusiastic consent? I have hair on the back of my arms.
You don't have consent then, bro.
I'm 50 years old. My nose is larger than fucking my penis. How the fuck am I supposed to get enthusiastic consent? This is crazy.
Dude, I swear to God, crazy. I came out of that
enthusiastic consent.
I came out of that.
Honey, I'm going to need you to do 2 backflips, and when I squeeze your vagina, if it doesn't fill a tablespoon of juice, it's not enthusiastic enough.
So some things were like,
they're going to make your wife hate you with that kind of shit.
Yeah. The biggest issue was when I met Caroline, I was like, hey, man, I'm being 100% honest with you, who I am, my needs and desires. I'm just honest. And it was like, I accept you. I felt heard. I felt accepted. Yeah. That's why
I remember that. I remember when you met her, it was like you guys were very compatible physically, and you liked that. Yeah.
So then, because of some of these conversations, some of the stuff got into a bit shamey, like, you're a sex addict. Do you think about sex too often? I don't, I think your ex-wife was right.
Oh, no.
And I was like, ooh, them's fighting words, bro. So then I would say, Hey, 5 years ago it was different. And
are you allowed to have sex with other people?
No.
Oh.
No. So I would bring up 5 years ago. I said, I feel like there's a bait and switch here, because you told me, you got me, understood me, and now I'm kind of trying to stand my ground. We had a problem with the children, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna stand my ground with the sex, so I'm gonna be more flexible on the disagreements with the raising of our babies.
But don't you not want to have sex with someone who doesn't want to have sex with you? If I thought my wife didn't want to have sex with me, I'd probably go into the refrigerator and eat 6 gallons of ice cream. Well, and then I'd start crying.
Well, that's kind of what happened. I basically told her, I said, dude, I don't foresee you ever. I don't know how long it has to go before there's enthusiastic consent. And the answer is 2 weeks. 2 weeks, which is better than I thought.
What do you mean? I can go 2 weeks. What's she saying? Every 2, if you don't get enthusiastic consent in 2 weeks, you can hold her down and take one?
No. So the reason my wife was so mad.
Yeah.
Caroline, don't watch this. Don't share this with Karen. She's a TMI girl. She doesn't want to put her business out there.
Yeah. Maybe let's give her a fake name. Let's call her Judy.
Okay. Judy's like, what are you bitching about? You've had sex probably 3 times a week since we met.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So she's like, what are you bitching about?
Yeah, I'm with her. I like that.
And I'm like, yes. Yeah, the average is good. And she's like, you're bitching. I've had babies, new job.
Yeah.
And I was like, but per the therapist, there's no enthusiasm. I was like, I'm just saying I'd like a little more enthusiasm, like the therapist said. And she goes, well, then you need to want it less so I can build up my desire. Okay. So anyways, in December, we really had big fights, and she was saying, it's the TRT. She was like, it's the TRT and that fucking Sevan. We wouldn't be having this problem if
I am a fucking Sevan. I do fuck a lot. So I am a fucking Sevan. That's fair.
So, and here's the thing. We've already gone over this. She's like, you don't get up in the morning at 7 o'clock for me, but you'll get up for Sevan. So that's what she kind of looks at. Like, she thinks I favor you more than her in terms of like my ability to like go to CrossFit.
That's a little bit of a red flag. That's a little weird to come to that conclusion, but go on.
Right. So anyways, I did get angry because I felt unheard. And so I raised my voice. I did a little yelling, and she's like, that's TRT business. She's like, and the TRT did. We haven't even got into what I think the impacts of while I was on the TRT, and now that I have not been on it since December because I ran out.
You haven't been on since December?
Yeah, that's what we haven't talked about. I had injuries. I ran out of my supply. Anyways.
Couldn't you just go to the pharmacy and get more?
Well, I got more. There was a gap.
Okay.
There was a 3-week gap because there was a mistake in my, I don't want to, it really doesn't matter, but my product didn't get to me.
Okay.
Moral of the story is I injured myself. I ran out of TRT, and I'm having this huge fight with my wife.
Okay.
And because I'm 50, I have a physical set up in January to go over, things that happen when you're 50 years old. So I'm like, listen, would it make you? She's like, I would at least like you to get a second opinion. And I was like,
regarding the TRT.
Yeah, regarding TRT. So
that's fair. That's a fair request.
So we had this big battle, and just to tie up the little sex thing, I was like, fine, I'm not getting enthusiastic consent from you, so then I don't want it. And I went 2 weeks, which is the first time like in a long since being single, having no lovin's. And
Dude, that's the first time in 5 years you've gone 2 weeks without smashing your wife.
She went out of town a few times for work.
How about when she has babies?
Oh, no. Yeah. No, obviously have babies.
Okay, so she gets a couple months reprieve.
They tell you like at least minimum 4 weeks. And apparently Odin, I was kind of a jerk because right at 4 weeks, I was kind of like pressuring her for sex and she was a bit pissed about that.
I don't blame her on that. I gave that shit fucking like 8 weeks.
Yeah. So minus the baby gap, but in the regular relationship, I'd never just not asked for it for 2 straight weeks and played more hard to get. The moral of the story is 2 weeks went by and then we had like enthusiastic consent and it was amazing. And I was like, okay, so she's right on a point that if I wait, the enthusiasm and the desire and the happiness for loving does rise. So to kind of come closer to the second half of the story, we found some common grounds on our issue. But
did you get rid of the therapist?
I did.
The therapist sounds scary as shit.
It's like after one of the therapy sessions, he said, or Caroline said, he called me like 5 minutes later. He's like, "Do you feel safe in your relationship?" Like he was gonna turn me in or something.
You should tell him you don't feel safe in your relationship with him.
Yeah. Well, I did. I was like, bro, I'm like, part of my anger is because I felt gaslit a bit because I was like, okay, I haven't changed in 5 years. Like, I mean, I haven't changed in 20 years. My opinions on sex, love, and marriage are literally identical. And Caroline's changed, and I basically was like, what happened? She's like, I became a mom. Yeah. I didn't know.
That's fair.
I didn't know that becoming a mom would shift a little bit.
Yeah.
And I said, that's fine. I can understand the shift, but the shaming and there's something wrong with you business is what is unacceptable and why there's some anger. Because I'm like, it'd be one thing you're like, hey, I get it and we'll try to work through it. But if
you're not hitting someone or you don't have a gun to someone's head, then everyone needs to take personal responsibility. Like, hey, okay, fine, I want it more than you. Okay, fine, maybe I want it more than you want it. But to go to the unsafe place or, dude, that's someone just planting fucked up seeds in your wife's head.
So to kind of,
hey, what if the therapist would have been like, hey, your wife's getting it, but she's getting it from other guys? What if they would have started planting those seeds in your head?
I might like it.
All right. So no TRT. You're off of TRT. Explain that to me. So you're not getting back on. You're done. The experiment is over.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
So in January, I recovered from my injury right around the time that I go see a doctor, and they said, well, let's test you. And so they wanted to wait a couple weeks to test just to make sure the TRT was out of my system. So I was tested and it came back low. And she said, yeah, we're probably going to recommend you go back on the TRT. And she gave a completely valid, like, she's like, this is 100% normal. If you have low testosterone, as an aging, person, we recommend you do it. And then I went home to the wife. I was like she kind of talks like, Hunter. What's Hunter's last name? He was on the last show.
McIntyre.
Yeah. Hunter McIntyre was like, oh, let's show up at the parking lot with dirty needles and do a little backdoor deal with the product. He was making a joke like that. I really feel like my wife kind of thought testosterone was like that, like like meeting the dealer on the corner and like, and I was like, it's a growing, popular, legitimate, necessary, thing to do. And
it's as legitimate as insulin.
Yeah, my doctor just confirmed.
Or
So
chemo.
So here we are, and what I want to tell you.
Does your wife think that men should be? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm not going to go there. Sorry. Does your wife think that men should be allowed to compete in women's sports?
I think that's the one area she probably is more conservative minded.
Oh, you mean science minded? Because we don't do politics on the show. You mean science minded?
Just like
that's science, right?
Science, right? Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
We don't do politics on the show. Thank you.
So, anyways, I've been now back at CrossFit, but ironically, 3 weeks after I came.
I don't even know what this means. No. I think he wants the mic closer to your mouth.
Move cord away from.
He doesn't. He don't. I just don't even talk to. His name is Barry McCockner. No, Gary, put the mic closer to your mouth. You sound sexier when the mic's closer to your mouth. Yeah, thank you.
Interestingly, 3 weeks after I
love Gary. I miss him. All for the lovin's.
Thanks, John. I was effing around again in the gym, and I hurt my back. Oh my god! So since I've been on testosterone, I had 2 injuries, both kind of messing around in the gym. One, I was competing against my buddy Miguel, and he was ahead of me, and I started watching him. I know, Christine. I know. Anyways, moral of the story is I do feel worse. One of the reasons why I was interested in going off the TRT is because I was like, the benefits of CrossFit and the TRT were blended because I came back from a situation of not doing any fitness. And I started doing CrossFit, started feeling better when I added the TRT in, and I really wasn't able to distinguish, am I feeling better, more amazing because I'm doing CrossFit or because of the TRT? So I was interested, not just in the second opinion, but now January, February, I was interested. I'm like, okay, now I'm going back to the gym, no TRT, and I want to be able to compare the differences I felt in the summer. And I got to be honest.
Say it.
That shit didn't work, bro.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought you were going to say you didn't feel anything.
No, bro.
You felt something.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hey, what about your mindset? I've heard that like everyone I know says it's like, dude, you're so positive all the time. All the bad shit goes away. They're like, fuck Xanax and fucking Prozac and any of those psychiatric drugs. Anyone who's fucking feeling down. I had a friend, 78 years old. He lost a couple children in a car accident, unfortunately, when he was younger. Died in a car accident. And he was 78, very, very successful man, wealthy man, a physician at that. And he told me that he was thinking about committing suicide at 78. And he said he got on testosterone, TRT, and he said fucking everything all those thoughts went away. Gone. I was like, holy shit. He goes, really? He goes, dude, I wish I would. He goes, and I'm a physician. I thought it was a joke. And he goes, I wish I would have got on it 20 years ago.
Yeah, crazy. I am.
And I've never heard anyone say anything bad about it. I've never heard anyone. I don't want to do it because I don't want to be stuck on it my whole life. The thought of like being attached, like I don't like being attached to food, but or coffee even. But man, I haven't heard one person say anything bad about it. Not one. No one's like, oh, my piss dribbles out of my dick, or I'm too horny, or I got violent. Nothing. It's all been positive.
So here's the thing. You guys told me if you start it, you kind of have to keep going.
Right. And that might be bullshit too, because I mean, you and I have a friend who had 4 kids while taking street testosterone, and they took a shitload of steroids. 4 fucking kids. Travis.
Yeah. Have you talked to him?
Yeah, I talk to him all the time.
Have you?
We've rekindled our friendship.
I want to ask you about Tyson in the NFL.
Yeah. After the story, his new name is Gary McCockner. Oh, instead of Barry McCockner, Gary McCockner. That's fair.
So I have the test. You guys tested before. You tested on California hormone tested my blood levels.
Yeah.
And literally, when I stopped doing TRT, it just went down to the same levels before I started taking it. So to me, I didn't see the difference. Obviously, I haven't taken it for like 10 years and then stopped, but at least in this window, if you want to experiment with the TRT and then after 6 months you want to stop, it's just going to go right back to your pre-TRT levels. I mean, I don't see any short-term harm to try it.
Hey, I agree with this. What Kenneth DeLapp said. Creatine has made me aggressive. I don't know if you're joking, but I've not recently, but in the past, I've taken creatine and creatine, and certain brands will make me just an asshole. It's weird.
So, on that topic,
but I heard TRT is the opposite. I heard it makes you nice.
Well, so in our relationship, we were going to battle on this issue.
Yeah.
She kept ignoring the issue, and she's like, "This testosterone is in the way," and I was like, so I was off the TRT, and I said, "See, the issue is still important. The TRT was completely unrelated, and I still was angry because I was being gaslit and not heard. I kept saying, here's my issue. And then when she talked to somebody else, like the therapist, she'd say, oh, he's mad at me for this. I was like, I didn't say that. I did not say that. Anyway, so I still am passionate about particular subjects. I can still get heated. And I feel it was unrelated to the TRT. But that being said, the TRT, because we did have some issues in the bedroom, even more so than the gains in the gym, the TRT definitely, if there's anyone out there experiencing low sex drive, that's the biggest area that I noticed. Like,
no shit, she doesn't want you taking it then.
Yeah.
She don't want to bone you, and then you get on something that makes you want to bone twice as much. You're fucked.
Yeah, because I used to not wake up. I mean, as a teenager, 20-something, you'd wake up with like morning woods.
Yeah.
It's been a decade since I've woke up with just like, guns ablazing. And on the TRT, it was happening often. And I was like, yeah, this is definitely not helping the relationship. But
yeah. Hey, do you feel like you have to use every erection?
Well, that's where I was thrown off, because I'm like, I can't.
Like, if you have an erection, or you're like, shit, this thing has to be used.
I mean, I'd say
that would be a crazy protocol. If every time you were erect, you thought you had to bone, I never thought of that. You'd be. That's a lot of boning.
Yeah, well, we did get into a fight because I woke up with a morning wood one time, and I was like, it'd just be nice to know that I could, like. We got in this huge fight. Is sex a duty in marriage? Like, is it a duty? I kind of thought it was, but between my wife and the therapist, like, no, it is not a duty. It has to be, enthusiastic consent. And I was like,
God, even that conversation. It's a weird paradox, because I don't think it's a duty either, but I think that even if the conversation comes up of whether it's a duty or not, I want to run for the hills. Do you know what I mean by that?
I do. But when I was courting,
yeah,
and Caroline and I in our early days, I would have suspected that she would have said, if I said, okay, here's how I know if I'll ever get married again. What kind of wife would you be? If in 5 years I wake up with a morning wood, would you let me take care of some business and get that out of the way? I believe that 5 years ago, she would have said, of course, I'd take care of my man. That's what kind of wife I will be. But then now, 5 years later, with marriage and children and stress, it's like, hey, man, we don't have time for that shit. Put that junk away. And it's like, there's the...
Go run a 6-minute mile.
Right. So that's my thing. I was like, so people are kind of fake, because I didn't think that. I was like, when I tell you, here's what I would be as a person.
Well, in her defense, things do change. You have a kid and things.
Right.
I mean, I got kids all over my fucking house. I'm lucky. Like, yeah, I mean, you timing's everything. Sex. This is Bernie Gannon. Sex shouldn't be a duty, but if you have an unwilling partner, you pick the wrong one. I know that it's a tough thing. I would be devastated if my wife goes, yeah, I just have sex with you because it's a duty. That would fucking break my heart. I'd start crying. Trish, $4.99. Gary, do you not understand that the honeymoon period wears off? You need to be a realist and check your expectations. I mean, there's no way that I could bone with every wood I have. I have wood 3 times a day. My whole life would get flushed down the toilet.
So, man, I want to get busted. This is going to come. Here's the thing. We had
Judy,
this one.
Judy, it's just Judy.
We had this one fight where I was like, I think you treat your spouse worse as a married couple versus if you were just long.
In the courting process, fair.
I get it. So that's one of the things. My wife's like, hey, things changed in 5 years. Get the F over it. And I was like, but did they have to change? Here, I will sum it up this way. In the very first month, I said, listen, or I would have said, I understand marriage, job, stress, all that does impact a relationship. But for me to be happy, I need to be actively still trying to put some adventure into the intimacy and keep it fresh. And I want to die being the oldest guy still, Do
you ever active. Me and my wife sometimes won't be getting along and we'll just know that it's time to have sex.
Yeah, we don't do makeup sex. We don't.
Yeah, that's important. If you're not, that's weird. That's weird because if the issue is like for us, that's like, even if it's just like, we don't even know what we're fighting over. Yeah. We'll just go to the bedroom and just make it go away. And it goes away. Whew, thanks. I'm glad that went away. Does your wife work out? Does she train?
So she joins CrossFit. I think December. I think in December she was going, but the job, it is draining on her. So that's where I kind of feel like
I would think she would be so excited also. Like, I'm so excited that my wife works out every day. Like, that does so much for me mentally. And so I would think that also she would be so happy that you work out every day. And to be honest, I find it hard to believe. I think your wife, I'm excited when my wife has friends and passionate relationships. If I was your wife, I would be excited for you that you and I have this relationship. Yeah. She should be happy for you. I mean, it could be worse. You could be in the room trying to bone her right now. Instead, you're in here talking to me. Yeah. She should thank me. Give her my address and have her send me a thank you note.
Hey, we are 20. We met each other 20 years ago this year.
Who?
You and I.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's our 20-year anniversary?
It's early. We met later in the year.
Wow.
I think it was October or November. But yeah, 20 years ago, 2003, bro.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Are you in trouble? Is that your wife?
Hello? Where'd you go? I'm on a Sevan Podcast. I'll be done in a few minutes. Okay, bye.
Who is that?
It's my wife.
Oh.
So I don't want to leave you hanging.
She sounds like she's in a good mood. Sound like her voice sounded good, like she was going to call you to the bedroom.
Yeah, she just woke up.
Oh.
I don't want to. I feel like we did ditch that therapist. I feel like we've made some. Like
that sounded like that was a therapist for homosexuals, for 2 men, by the way, not for a man and a woman. You know what I mean? That therapist sounds like it's for like in case one man's beating the other man.
Yeah, she picked him because she thought I would identify more with a male figure, but I wasn't feeling it. But I would just
I'd like a therapist with a huge rack and wear short skirts. Thank you.
But I would like to let your audience know that we've had some progress in the last month, and I feel like we've reached some common ground and maybe some agreements, and I see more. I basically was like, "Hey, I
Are you
do
back
need."
on the juice? Are you back on the juice?
Well, I haven't started yet, but I was. I feel like. Oh, let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
I
You have
just
5 minutes. You have 5 minutes.
Okay, I just want you to know that we are in December where we were like this. We have. Uh, I wanted a little more enthusiasm, and she just wanted a little more breaks sometimes. And I feel like we've made an agreement, and hopefully all is well. But I was ready when she wasn't seeing my side. I was ready to be like, well, I can't. I told you I cannot marry again if you're shaming me, because I told you who I was, and you can't. If you're flipping that script on me, I can't be in that relationship. And she was like, "You're breaking up our family if you do that." I said, "Well, I'm just trying to be honest. I'm not about this shaming business." So,
But you don't want to get out of the relationship.
no, of course not. I was just trying to be tough.
Yeah.
I was just holding my ground because it was an important topic to me. But anyways,
I don't sense it. By the way, I don't sense any dissatisfaction amongst, even with all of this stuff you said. I haven't heard anything that makes me think that you don't love your wife.
Yeah.
Nothing. Not one thing.
I mean, I'm very attracted to her. And so I am thinking about Levens
a lot. Maybe she should just wear a tarp.
I mean, ask
so
your
she
audience,
hides her body.
What is the average number of times a marriage is supposed to have intimacy? Is there an average? Like,
you won't like the number. I bet you most married couples in this current age, dude, I bet you those fucking blue hairs at Disneyland, they just sit around and eat ice cream all day. Those people aren't fucking.
No.
Those dudes watch porn and fucking jerk off into paper towel rolls.
Here's the deal.
I'm telling you, there's no fucking way. I'd say they stop. I bet you it's like 0. I bet you it's -5.
Doing fitness will increase your life. I feel like boning, it will increase your life.
I think healthy couples have sex once a week.
Levens. Amanda, what's wrong with Levens? Get out of here. We would never marry then.
Mr. Olson, top of the morning to you too, brother. Have a phenomenal weekend. Thank you. Always. Every day, as Ludacris says, is a holiday. Okay. Gary, when should we check back in with you? Like in a month?
Yeah, 1 month. It went too long because of the injuries, and I needed to know what the blood results. I didn't want to come on here until I found out what my.
So the synopsis is that you love your wife. Marriage is hard. You're going through the same struggles that other people do when they have kids. There's a lot of ups and downs. You have great skin. You work out hard, and like any old man who works out, you've had a few injuries, and that the TRT from California Hormones absolutely works. And hey, have you thought about maybe just for shits and giggles, go on try not to ejaculate for 2 months? What's the longest you've ever gone without ejaculating?
Oh, no way, bro.
I'm just saying, just try.
Dude, do you know the person who ejaculates more has the lower risk of prostate cancer?
I did. I've heard that. I have heard that.
It literally is healthy for you.
I agree. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it. I'm just saying as a
high sexual activity.
I'm just saying as an experiment. It's good to experiment.
You'll live longer.
What's the longest you've gone without ejaculating in your life?
That's a good question. Maybe United States Boot Camp Marine Corps.
God, Caleb said that some dude underneath him in the bunk underneath him was jacking off.
Yeah, some people did do that. But there's no privacy. And
what do you think? You think you went a week, a month?
It was 3 months as boot camp.
You think you went 3 months without ejaculating?
Well, that's how long boot camp is.
Here's what I'm going to recommend to you, just as an experiment. You get 220. No, just hear me out. You get 2 20-pound dumbbells, and you bring them in your house. And anytime you want to bust a nut, you just do a set of 20 shoulder to overhead.
Yeah.
And you try that just for 9 days. 9 days.
Okay. Before we go, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Because I haven't watched your shows. Have you covered ChatGPT?
Oh yes, a little bit.
Have you covered it regarding like programming?
You mean asking it to write software programs?
No, CrossFit programs.
No, you can ask that thing to do a program for you,
dude. Before we went on, I just went into ChatGPT because I said, "Hey, ChatGPT, are you familiar with the Fran workout 2159 and thrusters and pull-ups? Can you scale that for me for someone who's never done CrossFit and someone who's elderly?" And it spit out in 15 seconds. It spit out why you want to scale, how you could scale, why you would want to scale for a new person versus an older elderly person. I also went on there and said, "Hey, I need some programming for the next 7 days. Can you give me 7 days of programming for CrossFit?"
Yeah.
And it spit out programming. I think ChatGPT, if you haven't covered it, it could impact the individuals who coach, famous coaches.
Yeah.
It's going to be competition for them.
Well, it's just ripping off their shit.
Right.
I did go on there. I went on there and I said, "Hey, can you tell me why I should get the vaccine?" And it gave me a list of reasons. And I said, "Can you tell me why I shouldn't get the vaccine?" And it said I would never do that. That would be irresponsible. And it gave this whole thing. And I was like, "Oh, you're a piece of shit." Talk to it about BLM too. It's a full blown Nazi. The ChatGPT is a full blown Nazi, socialist.
Man. Oh, yeah.
Go there with it. Try to go there with it. Yeah, it's a burn the Jews in the ovens mindset.
But have you tried to use it to like write stuff?
Yeah, just like it's all superficial. It's all just, you can't ask it to go any deeper.
No, but if I need to write a professional email, I can write a
right. Of course, all that professional shit. There's nothing deep about it all. I agree. By deeper, saying, I mean you can't. Right? Yeah.
You're not a believer.
No, it's like CNN. It's like talking to like this guy said the other day, if you don't believe that that thing uses the word misogyny and transphobia and racism, that thing is just that ChatGPT is just a complete lying machine. It's just a superficial covering of everything, the way like the news is. Like so let me give you an example. January 6th was an insurrection. They just but and then if you could, CNN's never told you why, right? Why is it an insurrection? ChatGPT can't answer that. There was no fire. The damage to the Capitol was $30 million. The Capitol to Ferguson was $760 million.
When was the Capitol? What year?
January 6th. I don't know. Like, just ask it about January 6th.
Yeah, because it's only up to 2021. Anything after 2021, it doesn't have.
Ask it. Well, ask it about it.
Wow. Do you ever take a break from
logic and in depth of conversation and meaning?
No, succumbing your brain with.
No, the other day I was having sex with my wife and I was talking to her about Ferguson. Absolutely not. She loves that shit. Turns around.
Oh my God. Dude, I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. I do not have the brain capacity for 2016, man. I was living, eating, breathing the news, the issues. As I was no Hillary camp, no Hillary Clinton.
Yesterday I did fucking magic for an hour, the cheesiest magic ever with my son. That, you know, like you buy a cardboard box of magic tricks. Sousa, hi.
What's up?
Hey, listen to this. Watch. Let me show you this two really quick here, Gary. These are just as if you ask. This took me about 45 minutes to build up to this yesterday. This is Avi. Oh, we're just working on some balancing skills. That's scary as shit what he did right there, jumping up to that.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah, but the whole time I'm in there, I'm explaining to him that there's no such thing as racism and transphobia, and not to get sucked up into superficial concepts. Like every time he jumps, so is racism real or is it a concept in people's heads? He says it's a concept in people's heads. I said, why is that? He said because you can't touch it in the outside world.
Like, why is that? My dad programmed me to say that.
Why is that?
Hey,
I said, is this swastika a symbol of Buddhism and enlightenment, or is it a symbol of Hitler? And he says it's neither. It's just a fictitious signifier code to reprogram individuals. I said, thank you. If anyone believes that, you're fucking out of your mind. The whole time there, I'm telling him, God, I love you. You're the most beautiful creature on the planet.
Tevy, I got to go.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye, Gary.
Bye, Matt. Bye.
Hey, you know how I know there's a God?
How?
You know how I know there's a God?
Affirmatively. Because
Gary Roberts said he had to go. That's just God looking out for me.
Maybe I intimidated him. He didn't want to share any of the spotlight. He's like, fuck this, I'm out.
Susan, call her hi.
Hey, is Gary doing all of the stuff when him and his wife are doing the love-ins? Like, is he hooking her up, or is he just expecting her to do everything?
No, I don't know. I'll ask him, but I assume he goes in the room. He's probably the kind of guy that likes lingerie and probably like undresses her and probably like rubs her legs and thighs and eats her pussy and then plays with her nipples.
Okay,
but hey, let me tell you, women don't want that.
What do women want? What do women
want?
Watch?
That's too much TV. Women just want to just get smashed.
Well, apparently not.
They're just like us. No woman wants any fucking no fucking wife wants romance. Let me tell you.
Just spit on it and go.
I didn't hear Gary say one other thing about his wife that he loves or that she does that he loves. It's only about the loving. So maybe that's part of the problem. I slightly agree with her.
Yeah, I slightly agree with her too, actually.
And he might actually be addicted to sex.
Or it's just like if there's I think I would turn my wife off if she
if you called it loving, you'd turn her off.
Well, that too, or if I just like I don't make it a big deal. Like I'm not
just play it cool.
Yeah, just play it cool. You know what I mean? Like I've had so many fucking long-term relationships, great relationships, and I've never had sex ever once be an issue. I don't even understand it. And I never when I got married to my wife and we had kids, just like nothing changed. I feel like maybe just as I get older, we just do it less, but that's it.
That's the part
and I have 3 other dudes I'm competing with that I'm totally cool with competing with. I get it. I want to spend time. They want to spend time with her. I want to spend time with her. I get it.
Okay, well, I still am not. So wait, did Gary say if he's going to get back on the TRT?
He said he did. Well, when I said, "Hey, so you're done?" He said no. He loved it. He said it made him fucking strong.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to sneak it, and he's not going to tell her that he's back on.
Well, that's. I think that's a fucking. I think that's a valid assessment. That's a good predictor. Have to take the pussy off the pedestal. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Mason gets it.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Yeah.
Adios.
Yeah, Allison he thinks it's his wife's fault. Even if you do think it's your wife's fault, you can't let that come out of your mouth. Like you have to hide that. Yeah, there's some shit you have to just push down. You definitely don't go to if the school asked me shit like that, that was crazy. I hate hearing school stories.
What do you mean school stories?
School stories. You weren't here. He said that when you take your kids to school, you have to fill out a questionnaire, and the whole questionnaire makes it feel like they're just looking for an excuse to take your kids. One of the questions they ask you is, do you ever put your kid in the car without a seatbelt?
What? How many times a week do you shoot up your heroin in front of your kids? 1, 2?
Oh my God.
Answer this and CPS will be at your door.
Oh my God. If someone asked me that, I'd say the only dangerous thing I do when I drive is when your wife's sucking my dick. What a fucking asshole. Just shut the fuck up and mind your own fucking business. Hey, dude, you are crazy if you take your kids to the public school. You are fucking nuts. You are nuts. You're 100% your kid is being programmed.
Yeah, well, that's 100%. For sure. Yeah.
100%.
By the state.
Yeah. Dude. We just wanted to use the name Judy. I just wanted him to not feel bad about saying his wife's name. Anyway, he looked great.
Yeah,
I
he
like the
looked
fact
great.
that he's working out. No one should be. Don't be. I don't see in a bag mood. No, I'm in a good mood. I'm always in a good mood. God, even when I'm in a bad mood, I'm in a good mood. Those I got my CEO cups from
Gabe.
From Gabe.
Yeah, it looks good. I saw that post.
Yeah, dude, they're dope. I'm gonna start
Yeah.
using them. I just want to wash them out thoroughly.
I got excited. He said mine was on the way. Maybe
Hey.
he felt bad after I said I didn't have mine.
When my mother-in-law comes to the house and
Yeah.
and she'll like wash the dishes, she leaves soap on them.
Like purposely, or is she just distracted with?
No. And it's made me completely paranoid. Now I go to people's houses, or if I go to VRBO, I take a cup from there and I put it in the water, and you turn the water on, and it half the time it has bubbles.
Yeah, but like because of the the water
No,
oxygenating?
I know. I think that too, because those
Yeah.
bubbles go away quick. Not
Yeah,
those
they
bubbles.
do. No, it's like sudsy. It's like a creek in Palestine.
My wife told my my mother-in-law.
That she leaves soap on the dishes?
Yeah, Sevan keeps seeing soap in the dishes.
How does she respond to it? Was she like,
I'm sorry. She doesn't get defensive, which is really cool.
oh, so she wasn't aware at all.
Hey, everyone around me is a Democrat. Everyone around me is a Democrat, Philip. Everyone.
And everyone around you too, Philip. We live in the Bay Area, dude. You know this.
Everyone around me. Like crazy. Like just brain dead. Completely brain dead Democrat. Like cannot ask a single penetrating question. Refuses to acknowledge. They think that the concerns that the White House press secretary said that January 6th is the greatest threat to U.S. democracy since the Civil War, they don't find that alarming. Like, wait a second. I mean, she said that she's repeating Joe Biden's words. Like, you should be like, wait a second, that's not right. What like, just for instance, what about Pearl Harbor or 9/11? Or what about the border being open right now and a million fucking illegals coming in?
Right.
Or what about what's going on in Portland, Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York, and Los Angeles, the collapse of those cities as civilizations?
That's a
problem. You're worried about January 6th? It's because dudes entered a building? I mean, you have to at some point. Yeah, all my family and friends are just completely asleep.
Holding on. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
It's a pretty good little sound effect there. So what happened? Did she rinse all the soap off now?
No.
Oh. No. Hey, it's better. I had my great grandmother used to like to sew. Like she would quilt and make these quilts. Yeah. And towards her later years before she passed, she like made this really nice one for us. But she left all the needles that hold it in place and she like sewed them into the blanket. And so you'd be laying with it and you would like turn the blanket and all of a sudden you get stabbed by a needle and you're like, what the fuck?
Why
and then
did she do that?
I don't know. Maybe it was the last dig at us. Maybe she was too old and forgot to, you know what I'm talking about? Like the ones that have the big like pinhead on it that'll be colorful and like a ball. And then you put it in to hold it in place and then you sew it. Yeah, she would sew them inside the quilt. Like I don't think on purpose, but it was like so we would like turn and he would feel a little prick.
Did she work for Pfizer? Oh, I didn't send you the live call-in notes. How was work this morning?
It was great. I always have a good time. I coach the 4:30 and the 5:30 and the 6:30 class. 5:30 class is awesome. My jokes and my my back and forth with them is pretty crazy sometimes, and they handle it well. Especially Barbara, who is an avid listener of the show. So shout out Barbara. You always kill it at 5:30 in the morning.
I just asked my wife for a second cup of coffee. Yeah, that's nice. So you like the members?
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
what do you call them? The clients, the members, your friends?
Yeah, people? Both members or just by their name.
The athletes? Do you ever call them the athletes?
I don't. I never really jumped on that everybody who walks into your gym is an athlete train. Like it just didn't do much for me.
Type in MATH and your name's not popping up.
No.
Oh, there. Oh, because it's MATT.
What is this? Who is this guy?
How did he get on?
And he's all clean shaven. Is that a clean shave? What's up, dude?
Hey,
can I say hey?
Did you just take unilateral admin authority and just come on?
Well, I was listening to the TRP
Oh shit!
talk.
Oh shit!
What?
I just love it. That's how passionate you are about something Gary said. Listen, you guys. If you get StreamYard, don't just start giving random Yahoo's admin. They'll just fucking pop into your show.
I saw you guys were chopping it up, and I just wanted to say,
you're
hey,
always welcome, Hiller.
you
I'm
can
just
boo me
busting
if
your
you want. I
balls.
wouldn't be offended.
Never.
You're always welcome.
Never.
I was like, hey, they're hanging. I want to step inside the house.
Awesome.
You're always welcome. I'm flattered, even.
Don't be.
Did you guys get a flag?
Hey, what did you? What?
Which flag?
Oh no, I haven't got that yet.
Dude.
I need that.
You're gonna cover up that bookshelf you hung not too long ago with?
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, that's interesting, Susie. Your camera is backwards.
Yeah, I just noticed that now.
Oh, even no, but your Victos isn't backwards. Oh no, there we go. There we go.
No, I'm just an idiot holding the flag backwards.
Yeah, that's dope.
Cool.
See that presentation?
Call her high. No, you can't have Suze's flag.
Sevan, I'm just glad Hiller came on today because I have a bone to pick.
Oh, good.
Who is this? Did we get a name first?
This is Mark Fuentes. We talked a couple weeks ago.
Go ahead. Are you picking Hiller's bone or my bone?
Hiller's.
Oh, good. Pick his bone.
Because Hiller,
referee.
I think he's getting bored. It has to be.
Because of the Ryan Fisher post? Because of the Ryan Fisher post?
Oh, that one.
No, it's because of his latest compilation of no reps / funny amateurs doing the open or whatever you wanted to call it. I don't know what the purpose was, but then he went into Annie's. Oh, and they saved it for the end too. This is going to be really good. You guys just wait till the end of the video because you're going to see some gnarly no reps from Annie Thorstadter. And you have these snatches where they're perfectly fine. They're perfectly good reps. But Hiller's maybe not straight over the body. And I'm just thinking, what's going on? Are you bored? What's going on?
Hey, dude, I haven't seen this video yet, but this is not an attack at you, but he got 20,000 views on this in one day. We're going to see a lot of this.
Yeah.
This has only just begun. We're fucked. If it's as bad as you think, we're fucked.
He's unstoppable.
I mean, look how beautiful his shirt is he's wearing in this.
So good.
Man.
By the way, Hiller, you look like you got younger.
Yeah, I just read a comment on today's video that says I look older with my.
No, you know why you look younger?
No,
I think it's because you're not as tan.
Yeah, Alexis won't let me tan anymore.
Yeah, you look younger.
She won't have sex with me if I go tanning.
Wow. Hey, so just open up on him. You're saying this is bullshit. He's attacking fucking people who are just trying to get fit. It's unnecessary. And get his fucking hands off of the great Annie Thorsdottir. Her shit's tight.
Well, I don't care about the random 32,000th place CrossFitter that might not be getting his feet on the wall before he takes his hands off the tape. I'm talking, and that's whatever, suits you. But Annie's reps are all good.
Okay.
And
Mark, I got it for you if you're ready.
Ready.
The video does have 20,000 views, and we've already pointed out that there's going to be more of this. And this is just something that I had been sent no less than 15 times from people. So they wanted to hear what I had to think about it. And I discussed how I looked at it, and I discussed why it's potentially going to be an issue in the future because people may see that. And if it's not crystal clear that they're good, people may take it one way more and more and more. And I think that's also what I said in the video. I also understand that there's going to be people who look at those and say that they're good. And I said it's 60-40. So if I'm edging on the side of 60% saying, okay, I don't think so, I could see where this could be bad. 40% of people, and you're in that camp of people saying that you think that they're good repetitions, and I can understand that as well. However, if I don't use Annie Thorstadter and that thing that 15 people had already sent to me as the thumbnail and possibly even a topic of discussion at the end, then people like the guy we're watching right now doing handstand push-ups in his garage don't get talked about. or they don't get seen by as many people. It's just part of the process. And I understand
this guy.
Well,
go ahead.
So you're saying it's really about all these. It's all about the little guy, huh? Like, it's all about whether they're getting the attention they need.
People will see that guy in his garage and they'll say, how is it possible that he gave himself 15 repetitions? Why is it that CrossFit is going to not see this and take this score down or even adjust it the way that I showed everybody the way to do that? And then this dude with this kid right here in his backyard, it'll just be cool for him to see that there are ways to do the open when you don't have quite the $1 million facility that some people work out of. So yeah, it is about the little guy. And yes, they used Annie as clickbait, but I still think that there's something to talk about there.
All right. That's all I needed to hear.
All right.
That's all I needed. Annie was clickbait. Not because of the name, but just because and not even because you thought the reps were even questionable.
Well, however, I do think they're questionable.
People, you really think they're questionable?
I think that it's 60-40, which is what I said in the video.
No. I'm not talking about everyone else thinks they're questionable. Do you really think those are questionable reps?
If I'm Annie Thorstadter and those scores are actually going to be looked at, that's not what my snatches look like.
Andrew, I'm asking not if you were her. No. I'm saying
he got serious.
Andrew.
Mark.
Do you think those are actually no reps?
If I'm on the review team and I look at it in the same lens as the way that people are looking at pistols last year during the quarterfinals, those are no reps and she gets a minor penalty.
Wow.
Because last year, when we look about James Sprague, remember how close those things were.
Yeah,
they were so close, and he got a minor penalty.
Have you ever been on a review team or been a judge at any competition?
Yeah, he's got a whole YouTube channel to fucking review.
I have been on a review team, but I've not been on a CrossFit team.
Remember, he was the head judge at Zelos games before he got fired.
Yeah.
What for?
Okay.
For being too critical. He got fired for being too critical. Well, that's a biased statement. He got fired because there was a conflict between what he thought was a no rep and what the that's all my fault, Hiller. What was the Jared thought that something was a good rep and should be let go, and Hiller thought that it shouldn't be, and so Hiller they parted ways. I mean, amicably as friends. And it's never been spoken about, but that is what happened.
The light of day.
Hiller's like, hey, it's my reputation on the line. I want to be a stickler. I want to be like as clear as I can about where my line is. And Jared said, no, this is good enough. And
well, guys, for everyone who's saying that this guy is a hater, I don't agree because Mark Fuentes, this is good pushback. This is good.
Mexicans can't be haters; they're minorities.
This is what it's all about. Thanks for calling and shoving it to me a little bit.
Yeah, I think those reps were good too, but I haven't watched the video yet.
All right. Enough said. Thanks, guys.
And I don't really think I don't think Tia's juiced up either. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Hey, so when I see this, you're fucking crazy if you see any weightlifting or CrossFit or anything in here. All I see is a fucking 3-car garage that would fucking be $3 million in my neighborhood. 2 fucking water heaters? Are you fucking kidding me?
You should do the voiceover on one of my videos.
This guy's a motherfucking baller. He got a fucking meat fridge. If he'd move that fat ass of his, you'd see his fucking meat fridge. This motherfucker got a meat locker.
And 2 water heaters.
How the fuck? I want to know what this guy does for a living. Hey, dude, that's a $5 million estate right there. I think in my neighborhood.
Hey, whatever. That car has a hood scoop on it too. It's a nice car, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Oh, wait, you see a car?
Yeah, it's where the camera's on
a car.
Oh, yeah, and he don't give a shit. He just rests his camera on his car.
Just suck the tripod.
I would never do that on my fucking Sienna. I'd be afraid. Yeah, and look how clean his car is.
It's a $5,000 dog.
And his fucking dog is a bitch. That's a bitch-ass, punk bitch-ass dog.
Yeah, but the more punky and bitch-ass they get, the more expensive they are. So
look at that guy's fucking left arm, how big his bicep is in that shot.
Yeah. Who is this guy?
Yeah, but he only did 5 handstand push-ups and he gave himself 15.
Still.
Oh, shit.
That's why he's in the video.
He can do what he wants. He has 2 water heaters, dude.
Dude, this video is nuts. So his feet came off the wall. He gave himself that rep, apparently. This one, he takes 11 total attempts, if you want to call it that. And
wait, that one wasn't good? His feet came back on.
Bro, fuck his reps. Look, he got his own handstand wall. That's a special piece of wood put up there
that's
to do
cedar,
a fucking handstands on.
That's cedar wood right there.
Yeah, that's like a $90 piece of plywood at the fucking a 4x8 at the Home Depot.
Makes the whole garage smell great.
Oh my God, this guy's bawling.
He is. He's got that Rogue pull-up bar hanging from the garage. He's had a nice set of rings. Damn.
Dude, I don't even own a water heater. I have one of those fucking like.
You have a water heater?
Yeah, I have the thing that's like on demand. It's fucking like this big.
It's an energy saver.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. Who would you want to interview, dead or alive?
Well, the dead person interview might not be very good. They might not talk back.
Hey guys, I lost my job yesterday. How much should I demand Sevan pay me to be the new Caleb? I don't know, $3 million.
Oh, we could pay him the same way we paid Caleb.
The crew can help unfuck the last hour in my head. Yeah, no,
probably not.
Can't, sorry. A Paper Street coffee for Hiller's Bone, Fitty.
That's what I jumped on for, to talk about the TRT. Gary was going, huh? The comment section was all about it. It was crazy.
Yeah, he gets a rise out of the comment section every time, that's for sure.
Holy moly.
Well, let's just face it. The guy, I don't know what too much sex is or what not enough is, but I could not have sex be a part of a conversation in my like relationship more than like we need to have it. Like just passing in the hallway, like my wife will be like, "Hey, we should bone soon." And I'm like, "Yeah, I agree." And then it's like,
that's how it comes up.
Yeah, yesterday. She just told me, she's like, "Hey, we need to bone soon." I'm like, "I understand."
Schedule it in.
You're 50. You're 50. Susan, is that how it happens with you?
No, not so much.
Hey, Greg. Soon?
Hey, it's time. Soon? We got our 11 o'clock. Let's go.
We have more. My wife and I have more intimacy interrupted by other people than we have intimacy. Like you just have to try. You just have to be like, okay, they're on the other side of the house. Let's try.
And I'm pretty sure you've called me in the middle of Alexis and I getting.
I have.
Yeah.
Did you answer?
I think we looked at one another and she's like, "You better not." And I didn't. I called you back right after.
Just put me on speakerphone. I'm cool. I'm family. Just put me on speakerphone.
He sped it up real quick and then finished off.
It was pretty funny.
Oh, was that a sound effect?
Me breathing into the mic?
No, I heard like a cell phone ring, like a. Prrr.
No, it might be just been on your end.
Sevan the cock blocker.
I heard you trying to give him your tidbit about every time you want to bang or jerk off, just do some curls.
Yeah, just take a fucking break, dude. What's fucking take a week off? Relax.
What's the longest you've gone?
He's pretty adamant. One time in college, I used that technique. I went 2 months. Anytime I had an erection, I just did fucking shoulder presses. I just kept 2 20-pound dumbbells in my room.
How about that guy you interviewed who wouldn't have sex or release himself until he made $1 million?
Yeah,
yeah, Patrick Bet David.
Yeah, I think Gary needs to get a little bit of that headspace into him.
Yeah,
I think it's self-control.
I think it's like, you know, when I told my mom that I sent you this. Okay, when I told my mom that Haley and I were gonna have kids, my mom sent me a 1-page document on how to do it.
What a good mom.
I don't need that much. I remember in third grade,
1-page document. I'm like, Mom, are you nuts? What? Say that again, Hillary.
In Catholic grade school I went to, and I remember we had a certain way of going about sex ed, and it may have been 5th grade. I don't. It was one of those, 3rd or 5th. You're flipping through the books, and it describes how to have sex, and you're looking at it, and I swear to God, the way I read it was you put the penis on top of the vagina, and I go, whoa, that's weird. And then it wasn't until
like it's a sandwich.
Like it wasn't until maybe a year or 2 later that I was like, wait a minute, I read that wrong. It goes in, not on top of. I read that wrong because I was in 5th grade or whatever. You didn't know how to read.
Hey, what's a preposition amongst friends? On top, in,
that makes
around.
So much more sense.
I did when we were trying to have kids though. I would I would like wait. I would try to save up the baby batter. So. Until she's like, hey, it's time. So that way you could just, the thought was you just get more buckshot in each load. You know what I mean?
You find that to be the case?
More swimmers. I don't know. She got pregnant so easy. but just like when she ovulates, you just smash it as much. You've hopefully gone like a week without doing it, and then you just drown that thing in baby batter.
That's very descriptive.
It's like you give it a heavy soaking.
Have you ever heard of that product that makes you jizz more?
No.
Yeah, it's called a Blue Rhino. You get them at a gas station.
No. There's an entire product.
Like larger loads. God, that sounds dangerous.
It's a supplement. It comes in a container, and I think More Plates, More Dates has it, and it's supposed to make you fill up fucking ounces.
What?
Yeah,
it sounds like it makes you pee instead of ejaculate, which is gross.
Maybe it's like a 50-50.
Carla, $20. Why? Thank you. Jeez, holy cow, that's very nice of you.
Thanks.
That's a cool picture too.
I know there's a product for it. I'm gonna find it. I'm Caleb today. I'm pulling stuff up onto the screen. It's just jizz products.
How come my my notes aren't updated? This is so weird.
The ones that start at number 16.
Yeah,
I have them here.
I don't understand. Oh, darn it. I had like 15 and 14, and I had a bunch of shit on there today. It's gone.
Got it. It's called Lock and Load.
Do they have a video?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Lock and Load. Oh, doesn't he have a whole entire the More Plates, More Dates guy, Derek? Doesn't he have that whole supplement brand like Gorilla or something? I think it's
wow,
called?
This is crazy. My buddy, while deployed, didn't beat off the last month and took ropes, which was a similar product, and said he drowned the first girl he hooked up with. Do you know that term ropes? Do you guys know what that's referring to?
No.
Ropes would be like you're shooting so much semen out of your penis that it comes out in long ropes.
Oh gosh, this is
there it is.
Wow. We present alongside the PKA podcast Lock and Load, the official load stack. This product is comprised of carefully selected amino acids, minerals, vitamins, herbal extracts, nitric oxide precursors, and phospholipids. Lock and Load supports an increase in semen volume, fertility, erection quality, blood flow, and more.
So now look at this. The serving size is 9 capsules.
9 capsules? Does it have a back picture so we can see how big the capsule is?
Hi.
You know how it'll do that?
I don't see. No, I'm not sure. No, I don't think so.
Okay, because I wonder if they're like the freaking horse tranquilizer ones too.
Please.
You want to have sex later? Okay, thank you.
Oh, that was good. We heard the response. Oh, sure.
That's how it should be, right?
Yeah,
sure. Whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone says that it works over in those comment sections. So if you want to,
I would never fucking do anything to fuck with anything inside of my balls.
Yeah, me neither.
Sevan, you should get Zach T-Lander on. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Let's see.
Oh, well, all right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Zach T-Lander. Let's see.
We have
just released the worldwide.
We have Caleb in the comments confirming. Can confirm not beating off for a month allows for rope throwing.
Dude,
wow.
I like his icon photo of his dog. That looks like a good dog.
Are we sure that's even him then?
Zach, hi, this is Sevan. You're live on the air.
I'm live.
Yeah. I'm sorry to call you on your personal phone, but someone in my comments was saying that I should get you on my podcast. I was wondering if you're available tomorrow morning.
Well, yeah. We said we're good.
Don't ruin the bit, Zach. Just act like I'm calling you for the first time. Don't ruin the bit. Don't ruin the bit. Yeah, hi.
Wow. Hey, I've seen your stuff.
Thank you. I'm flattered. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about tomorrow at 7 a.m.? I know it's short notice, but I'd love you to death, and I'd love for you to come on.
Oh, God, you're killing me. I got to check my schedule.
Okay.
Okay. You know, I think I can make it work. I've got my schedule right here. I'm going to have my secretary. She's going to write everything in.
Perfect.
Wow. Look, someone in the comments said, Jesus, it's Zach. Yeah, it's Zach. It is. Not a voice. You're not an imposter, right?
No, this is really me.
All right.
Yes.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you picking up your phone, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you for coming on with such short notice.
Yeah. Be a little bit more professional next time.
I'll do my best. I'll be wearing a suit tomorrow. Don't worry.
Then less than 24 hours.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
Much love. Bye. Oh, there you go. Zach T. Lander.
Nailed it.
Hartle, anything you want, buddy.
I feel like I can't drink my coffee anymore because Heidi wasn't on the show, and then she comes on one comment and then bitches at me because she could hear me swallow into the mic, and now I'm like super self-conscious about it. She disappears.
Can't you just move away?
Thanks, Heidi.
Oh, it's interesting that Heidi doesn't like the sound of swallowing. Very interesting. There's a whole bit there. Jason T. Watkins. If I were him, I wouldn't show tomorrow just to really kill the punchline on the joke. Well, thanks. Great.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, CrossFit did release the worldwide rankings.
What do you mean?
You want me to pull it up?
But don't they always have the wide rankings? This is now with Hiller here. It's going to be a fight between politics and CrossFit. I like this.
Hey, I'll talk politics. I just can't help very much.
He's pulling shit up faster than I can get off my high horse on things.
He already had it in queue down there, and he was just switching screens.
So what are you saying? This is the first time this has been available?
Well, they just posted to their Instagram 16 minutes ago.
I mean, we have Halpin, so we've known all this forever.
Right? That's what I was going to say.
I feel like I've seen this.
Yeah.
So nothing new here. As quoting Adrian Bosman from last year's. This is nothing new.
No, number one, Tia Toomey, then Laura Horvath, then Mal O'Brien, then Haley Adams, then Danielle Brandon. Oh, did you see Danielle Brandon's post yesterday?
Which one?
Let's go look it up.
It's crazy.
Susie, you on it or you want me to do it?
They spelled quarterfinals wrong in the first paragraph. Of course they did. Of course they did. They
got kindergarten running it.
Now listen to this. Listen to this opening the most recent post. I was tripping on this. Look at her hair.
Which one? This one? You want me to click this one?
Yeah.
I was just looking at this because she looks really good in that photo. Oh, she looks good in all of them, but that one in particular.
Yeah.
Do we want sound?
Oh yeah. You got to hear the sound. You got to hear her opening line. Refresh it and hear the opening line. I couldn't even.
That.
Okay. Watch this opening line.
Being a female in CrossFit, I think it's unheard of for women to speak out.
Okay, pause. Being a woman in CrossFit, I hear it's unheard of for women to speak out. Is that what she said?
That's what I heard, yes.
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. It's unheard of for women to speak out. If you're a woman in CrossFit, speak out, like out of their mouth, out of their butt, out of their hands. It's unheard of for a woman to speak out. I don't fucking know what that means.
Is there more context?
Okay, let's keep going. Okay, let's go.
Speak up about their opinions or even show any type of emotion.
Pause.
And
women haven't been speaking out about their opinions or their emotions. Holy shit! I've heard I was a victim to some pretty crazy opinions.
That's true.
I've heard a lot of women, Danielle, speak about that. So should we call Danielle now? Let's see.
You think she'll answer?
I don't know. Let's see if Danielle's gonna answer.
Hell yeah.
We're rolling the dice, baby.
Let's see if Danielle will answer. I would call on the other phone, but I'm afraid that she won't recognize the phone number and not answer. Let's see.
Yeah, she definitely won't.
Let's see what's going on. I love a toe spacer. My kids wear toe spacers.
Yeah, I fuck with toe spacers.
Hi, Danielle.
She answered.
Hello. What's up?
This is Sevan. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. You're live on the air, Danielle.
Oh, I am?
Yes.
Oh, what's up?
I'm ambushing you.
Yeah, you are.
Totally ambushing you.
Good.
First of all, I want to tell you, I'm going to make you a shit sandwich. Ready? I love a toe spacer.
Okay.
I love a toe spacer, and my kids love toe spacers.
Oh, that's amazing news. Oh, yeah.
In your most recent post,
Okay.
you say that it's unheard of for women to
speak out.
Speak out.
Yeah.
Can you clarify for me?
I
I'm saying I think a lot of women in the space are really scared to speak about their opinions on really anything, which makes sense. I mean, the social media doesn't create a very safe space for people to put their opinion out there, because no matter what your opinion is, it's probably going to get a lot of shit from either side. So
I think you've done an amazing job, and I know a handful of dudes who are who are the biggest pussies in the space when it comes to speaking their opinion.
Yeah,
I feel like you're trying to take the mantle away from all the men who are pussies out there and give it to the women, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, you back yourself up. That's not my problem. That's not my problem.
In true Danielle Brandon form. Can you maybe we could I could have Sousa reach out to you and we could schedule to have you on and discuss.
She blocked my number.
Let's do it. I love that.
Awesome. Hey,
I've been waiting for you guys to reach out.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Man, holy shit, my heart just kind of fluttered.
I know, mine too. I'm excited.
Too.
I'm gonna ride this high for the rest of the day.
That off my chest.
Hey, what about Tyson Bagent? Did you ever hook up with Tyson? Did you ever go out there?
No, I never went out there. But actually, he is looking pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah, he did great at the combine. He killed it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And I'm sure he would still love to work out with you. So
Okay, cool.
Stay in touch.
He's not too big time for me now.
The fuck no. You're the biggest. You're the best. Hey, and I'll keep forcing the issue too. Anytime he's in Florida, like I'll send a text to try to connect you guys.
Oh my gosh, I would love that.
All right. Okay, so we'll schedule to have you on, and is Matt there with you?
I think he just pulled up to the gym.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, tell him I said hi.
Okay, I will.
Okay, and I respect him.
Okay,
Okay.
I will.
Okay. Give him a hug for me.
Okay, like a side hug.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Danielle.
You're the best.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you are. Susan says you're the best.
Oh, he's the best.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I can't even be aggressive with her. I just
No way.
I started swooning.
Yeah.
I don't know who I swoon more, Adrian Bosman or fucking Danielle Brandon. I swoon for both of them. I'm fucked.
Awesome.
You didn't dig in, is what you're saying.
No. As soon as she's like, well, I believe that she said something I didn't even agree with.
Here's what
and I pivoted.
And he's like, okay, yeah, sure, we'll go with that. What do you put on the show?
If I were to have fed anything to that conversation, it would have been what she says there is what she's always really done, which is she's the one who gives the middle finger to everybody. She's the one who goes, this is bullshit. Why are you making me do this while everyone else is having their competition? So she's speaking up as a woman in the space, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing as the Snickers bar thing. He goes, are you really eating that? And are you going to change mattresses, or have you always done what you're saying you're doing here? That's how I
interesting.
hear it and see it.
Yeah. Oh, but Elise Carr Ridow, you pushed out. Hey, I do like that though. I think it's different though than the Snicker bar. I don't see the connection to the Snicker bar thing. If what you're saying is like she has been the one from the beginning. She's not saying that she was ever afraid to speak her opinion or emotion.
It doesn't seem disingenuous coming from her to say that.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That is how I think about it.
I think I just read into it. I thought she was. Maybe I didn't read into it. I just don't agree. Like I think that there's just as well. Let me just say this. Maybe it doesn't matter. I think there's just as many men who aren't speaking their mind as there are women. And I also don't think that you always need to speak your mind. There's tons of shit I don't speak my mind about.
Yeah, but you're unbuyable, so
yeah.
Call someone else. Keep it going.
We're 2 for 2 right
hey,
now.
dude, that's just crazy that either of them answered.
That's awesome.
Like all the listeners are like, wow, Sevan's a shit. I don't want to fuck that up now.
Yeah. We'll leave on a high note here.
Yeah.
Zach and Danielle.
I'm going to call Rich next, and he's going to be like, don't call me on my personal phone.
How'd you get, he'll pull the Laura Horvath. How'd you get this number?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know, I texted her one time, and that was, can you come on the show? And that was her response. How'd you get this number?
Yeah. So good.
Fucking, I was like a snail that climbed back into my shell.
Yeah, call Fraser. This one's good.
What would I say to him?
You're live on the air, and then just see what he does from there.
I don't. He's been very honest with me about where our relationship stands.
In the trash.
No, it's not in the trash.
I know. I'm just kidding.
But it definitely wouldn't be appropriate if I called him. You could call O'Keefe. Okay. What are
we doing?
There was a great comedy skit someone sent me the other day that I think you guys would all love. No, damn. My notes are all fucked up.
I came on to talk politics. When are we gonna talk politics?
Perfect.
I'm trying to how about this? Work boots and a graduation cap. 478.
478.
I asked Rich yesterday what he thought about dudes entering the USA weightlifting competition or powerlifting competition for the girls' side. Yeah, look at Hiller babyface. Yeah, that's what I think. Hiller looks young. I know.
Depends on who you ask, I suppose.
Yeah. Call Yevgeny. Wow.
Interesting.
This is gonna make. So I was gonna show this yesterday, and I knew that I knew that this was gonna make Souza so fucking uncomfortable. So I didn't.
Great.
And so I didn't show it yesterday. This is it. This is going. Yeah, buckle in, people.
Buckle up.
This is it. Hey, the name of this video, the way I titled it is called. It's called "Work Boots and a Graduation Cap." This is long, but this is fucking wild. Brace yourself. Okay, let's do it.
In the community, in the hood, toting a gun. His bullet is for another nigga. When he loading a gun, he thinking about killing another nigga. When he put it in his pants pocket, he hollering about this is for a nigga. He never think to pull that trigger and the target is gonna be a white face. No nigga, he don't even dream of that. It's a nightmare. If a nigga dream of killing the white man, he wake up in a nightmare. It's thank you, Lord. I thought I killed the white man. But he'll fantasize and dream about killing a nigga all day long.
Do you support Black Lives Matter?
No, I do not support Black Lives Matter. I ain't fought in one bitch, let alone 3 gay bitches nowhere. And that ain't to disrespect the gay culture. I just think the man is supposed to lead. And Black Lives Matter, they don't fight a nigga that's getting mistreated by the child support system. They ain't showing up when a nigga going to court with the injustices of the court system. They wait to a ragged ass nigga like George Floyd, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, little disrespect fast. They wait till people like that get killed, right? Police ain't never shot a nigga with his degree cap on. You ain't never seen the police kill a nigga with a pair of work boots. Every nigga.
Oh my God.
That dude eating the cereal the whole time is hilarious.
I know, I couldn't stop looking at him.
What? I forget this
dude. Hey, dude, this dude just unloads.
Yeah, Charleston.
This is fucking the hood's Jordan Peterson. Yeah. This is fucking. We need to fucking find this guy and have him on the show.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of some of their stuff. He's very articulate and he's very intelligent.
I can't believe how articulate he is for a black man. That's quite remarkable. It's quite remarkable.
You said that, not me.
God, he's Hood Peterson. He's Lamar Peterson.
Hood Peterson.
Lamar Hood Peterson, like Jordan Peterson. Get it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's so well spoken. Yes, he's.
See, look, everybody else is jumping on the bandwagon with you.
Why does it have to be? He's spitting facts. Well, why is it spitting? Is that the rap vernacular?
Dude, you can't say shit anymore without it being twist. Wow, that guy looks great without. Oh, whoa, why does he look great? Whoa,
Peter Hood. Oh man, yeah, Mr. Soul.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that guy is so good. Who is it? I'm not gonna erase this. I want to try to find that guy.
Charleston. You don't go on to TikTok ever, but there's a couple accounts on there where they just react to videos and they're putting up stuff about how, it's it's people very similar to him responding to how people were supporting Black Lives Matter during that entire deal. And there would be some chick doing something completely out of sorts. And the guy would just like do one of these in response. He goes like, what? None of us think this way. Like, what are you doing over there? And it would be some song. And he goes,
Send me those.
I will. I'll see if I have it.
Are you on TikTok, Hiller?
It's what I do when I use the bathroom. I filter through TikTok until I'm done.
Do you have a following on there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not really.
So you're not really like active on there, huh?
No, I've been told that I need to start putting stuff on there, but there's too many things to keep up with. Then
I went to my kid's striking class the other day, and the striking class starts at 3:30, and I like to get there like 10 minutes early, get the gloves on, let the kids run around a little bit, warm up. And a lady gets there with her fucking daughter at 3:30. And the class is it's in a small space, and there's 2 instructors, and there's like 15 kids, and it's a pretty serious class. They're moving the entire time. There's no fucking games. You're either striking or warming up or throwing feints, or it's all around striking and kicking. Everyone's got mouthpieces, and they're sparring, and there's gloves, and this fucking lady brushes her daughter's hair from 3:30 to 3:50, and then sends her in the class 20 minutes late. Just sitting there on the side of the fucking mats.
Why?
Well, number one, tell me what your
fucking lady brings her dog into class. You fucking jackasses. Can't you tell that no fucking dog belongs in a martial arts gym? No food belongs in a martial arts gym. No one wants anything there in a martial arts gym. It was a fucking puppy. She brought a puppy there like 4 days in a row. She let the puppy onto the mats.
Wait, the people that own it didn't say anything?
No.
So that's on them. That's not on her. That's not on her.
Well, maybe you're right.
When you're open to the public, people are the lowest common denominator is always going to do the dumbest shit. And it's up to the people who own the business to stop that from happening and not let them do it. So that's 100%.
I just love these people. I just can't believe they let it. And I have a controversial opinion. No dogs in CrossFit gyms. It's gross. Yeah, I don't know if it's gross, but like I just wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, I don't allow it in mine. There's no dogs that are allowed. Like sometimes if we have like a running workout where it's just 400-meter intervals and that's the whole thing, some people bring their dogs and we just have them like stay outside. But it's terrible because once the dogs come in, like when I first opened, I was like, yeah, we love dogs, bring them in, until they bite a fucking kid.
Yeah, or they pee.
Stupid as shit.
Yeah, the peeing is just disgusting. Yeah, or shit.
Yeah.
Especially at a place like a CrossFit gym or a martial arts gym where people are going to have their face on the ground.
Yeah, 100%. And do a burpee.
Yeah, it's
dog hair and fucking dog shit.
It's Are
you talking about this?
And you know what? These people that I see do this, they look like they fit the stereotype.
Usually.
What's the stereotype? Just someone who's going to brush their kid's hair?
They're just like oblivious to the world around them.
The way they dress, the way they carry themselves, the way they just like if you saw a white dude sitting at a bus stop with 3 teeth missing, and then the next day you saw him smoking a crack pipe, you would be like, okay, yeah, he fits the stereotype. It's like that. Like these people they fit the. I just get it. I see like you. Yeah, they're like movie characters to me. Yep, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you carry your kids, the way you park your car, everything about you fits the person who also brings their fucking dog in and lets it run on the jiu-jitsu mat and doesn't give a fuck that you're teaching your kids that it's okay to be 20 minutes late into the class while you're there just because you're brushing the hair.
Yeah, it's just like, well, we're still here on time, and it's like, but you're not participating and you're doing your own thing, so you're not really here on time.
Just the stereotypes.
I know of a dog that actually got crushed by a barbell.
You do?
Yeah.
Did it die?
It was the gym owner's dog, and no, it was just paralyzed.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So
did the gym owner drop the barbell, or was it a member?
I don't remember that part of the story.
Well, either way, it's the dog.
It's
the dog owner's fault. Either way,
this is probably the parent at my kid's gym listening who's calling in. Hi.
I wish that would make it so.
If I had good listeners, someone would call in and pretend like they were that lady. And be like, fuck you, Sevan. Fuck you and your little kids. You think you're so cool with the 3 Plain Brothers. My daughter's going to fuck them up in the next class, you fucking cunt. I'm going to flatten your tires when you're fucking in the class with the 3 plain brothers. You and your $100 Yeti water bottle. You think you're so cool. You and your boys' little ponytails. And they always get new geese. You fucking cuck, you rich little bitch. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No.
I didn't think you listened to the show. Sorry,
it's okay. It's true. It's true that I was jealous when I saw that video this morning of your son jumping from bar to bar to bar, and then did a jump swing off that other bar and recited a little lyric. I think it was a lyric.
Yeah, you know, it's so he did that once, and then he said that lyric, and I'm like, where did you hear that? And he goes, I don't know. And I go, can you do it again? He said, yeah. It was crazy.
Wow. I like the clarification that it technically wasn't you. That was original.
Yeah, that was yeah. What did he say? Something about I'm married to the game.
There's levels to this game, and I'm married to the game.
Yeah, I've never said that. I say there's levels to this shit, but I've never said I'm married to the game. I've said don't hate the player, hate the game. But I couldn't believe when he said that. I was like, wow.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Because that is impressive. I get impressed by things much smaller than that. I have 3 kids myself.
Oh, congratulations. It's fun.
6, 5, and 3, yes.
Wow. Wow. Hey, so your wife, you don't got the problems Gary does. Your wife just fucking lets you put it to her.
No, I do have that problem, actually.
Oh. Well, something's right if you got 3 kids.
Is Gary, so I didn't get to see Gary, but is he the one that people often think is drunk?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
yeah.
He's not a drinker though, so he's definitely not.
Is he on test?
Yeah. Well, he was. He's on a 3-month break. He's been having too many spontaneous erections that his wife doesn't like.
Okay, that when he first came on and spoke about that was like an epiphany for me, because I thought I was the only one not having spontaneous erections, but getting kind of like I made the same, not an ultimatum, but when I met, she's not my wife yet, but we do have kids. So it's, trying to be, I want her to be my wife.
Fair.
But I told her, hey, part of dating me is that I'm pretty heavily into the love-ins, as Gary puts it. And I'll probably be annoying if there's a time where you don't want the love-ins on a day-to-day. I don't know, not to sound disgusting or whatever, but when Gary spoke about that, I was like, oh my God, how do we deal with this? What is the thing that we are supposed to do that makes us not feel ashamed? Or I don't know. I would have to go back and listen to the episode.
I think there's millions of you out there who want to bang your wife and your wife doesn't want to, or doesn't want to as much as you want to.
Yes. And I know it's partially my fault. I wasn't the greatest in the past, where for Gary, I don't know if it's his fault.
What do you mean not the greatest? Like you cheated on her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that always fucks them up with the trust shit. When you cheat on a chick, that throws them off. That could throw them for a little loop.
Which is why I don't blame her.
But I don't think Gary ever cheated on her. Hey, here's the thing. They met on Tinder and they fucked for 6 months straight.
Whoa,
he just
really?
sprayed her down with baby batter for 6 months. Yeah. And then they got married basically and had a kid. And he's reliving the exact same thing he had in his last marriage, basically, is what I'm hearing.
Wow.
And so at some point you got to be like, you got to try something new, right? He's got to try. You don't want to lose this wife too. I think this is this is a smart. I mean, besides the fact that she's a libtard, he could wake her up, and she could awaken, and he should just he should just work on something else. Maybe just masturbate once every 2 weeks for a year until she wants it or something.
Once every 2 weeks.
I mean, hey, let me ask you this. I had this epiphany talking to Gary. Do you think that every erection has to be used?
Well, it doesn't have to be, or else we'd all be pretty freaking busy. I imagine anyone on TRT
is
going to have a super busy day. maybe not. I know I've taken like some test boosters that are super weak, like the Irwin Natural or whatever it's called. And it, that gave me like a few extra boners. And if I had to deal with those few extra ones, but like, it's not always, don't you see that there's sometimes when you jack off, it lacks value if you do it just super quick, and it can get you in the habit of busting super quick.
Oh, that's what happened to me. Hey, here's the thing. 80% of my erections aren't made for fucking. Like, there's a difference between horny. There's a difference between horny erections or intimate erections and just erections. Like, I was like hard like my entire fucking life between the age of 10 and 20. 23 and a half hours a day. If I wasn't peeing, I was hard. Like, those weren't meant to fuck. That was my body just is produced. Like, throughout the day, I have crazy spontaneous erections, and I'm 50. I could like those aren't meant for fucking. There's a difference, as opposed to like I walk by the shower and I see my wife showering, and then I get Do you get what I'm saying? There's a difference between erections.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, there's some of them you just got to be like, hey, I'm going to run this one off.
Yeah, not only erections matter.
Yeah, right. Not exactly. Yeah, some of them are just meant to hang a towel on while you fucking brush your hair, brush your teeth. And I just feel like Gary might not know that, or some guys might not know that. Yeah, just good blood flow. I just have insane blood flow. I'm vascular as a motherfucker. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. There's no fucking way all of those. There's no way I can't even use fucking. I can only use 2 out of 10. And it's fun using the ones that aren't meant for sex. It's kind of fun. It's just like those ones are fun. But
yes, when you get like a diamond cutter.
Yeah, exactly. Like the ones that kind of hurt because it's been hard for so long. It's like turning purple.
What?
Extremely relatable.
But man, like I'm serious. If I found out my wife didn't want to have sex with me, I would cry. I'd have to be put on suicide watch. I would rather her lie to me. Push that shit down.
Yeah, I've cried. But I did want to ask.
Tell me you have AIDS.
Well, it's not AIDS yet.
Gosh, this show today.
But hey, I do want to ask Hiller and Sevan. You guys, honestly, truthfully, not to be silly, your guys' relationships with your wives / fiancés are extremely impressive from the outside. The way that it seems like you guys have a high level of respect for each other. And I'm interested to know if there is some intent behind that, or if it just happened magically and you're in the perfect relationship.
Are you talking in relation to having sex or just in general?
No, just in general.
Like, let me see. Caller, you're saying just because Hiller's in a relationship where it looks like his fiance is crazy supportive of his YouTube habit, of the way he's taken over the garage, the long hours he works, the fact that he abuses C4, and you mean just shit like that, and that when he is with her, they seem like they're adorable online, and she just seems like a fucking really supportive person. She pops his zits on his back, shit like that.
Fucking right, she does.
Definitely. Yes.
Or is it just an act that's part of a facade to keep up for the so everyone thinks he's cool?
They're pretty good at acting, if that's true. But so I'm from California, and what we think of when it comes to people from Chicago is that they're not fake. They're about as real as it gets. So I don't know.
Who people from Chicago?
Yeah. Unless this is a mistake, I thought Hiller had a relationship with Chicago.
Yeah, he's outside of town.
I can sum it up like this. I think every day that she's with me that I'm the luckiest person in the world, and I think that she looks at it the same way. And if there is anything wrong, we always try to fall back on that. And it was great. And if there is an issue, it's like, wait a minute, this is all we've ever wanted. So let's say that I wanted to have sex 50 times a day because I'm on TRT. I'd be like, wait a minute, that probably isn't, one, that doesn't make any sense. Number two, I don't even think it's possible for the female body to do that. I understand why there's the brakes that need to be pumped. And that's the type of thing that I hear Gary talking about, which is what's going on in her world that maybe would not want him. I mean, it's not like it's his fault or anything. It's just sometimes enough is enough. And when it comes to any issue, and that might be one of them, with people who want to have sex too much, just wonder what's going on in their head and their situation. Remember that everything you do, you should be happy and grateful for because you're with that person. And we're super fucking happy with one another.
My wife and I kind of have a fallback plan like that too. What Hiller said when he said we just remind ourselves that we're the luckiest people alive to have each other. My wife and I, our kind of fallback plan is at the end of the day, we both are acutely aware that our happiness is our responsibility. And to put that on someone else is completely fucking unrealistic and off the path of true enlightenment. And so if I am mad at her at the end of the day, it's my responsibility to mitigate that. Now, does that mean that like you can't talk things out? You know, you can't be like, hey, I'd really appreciate if you didn't use my toothbrush to wash to clean the back of the toilet. I can still say that, you know, like, hey, I'm really pissed off. I know it's my problem, but could you work with me on that and not use my toothbrush to clean the toilet bowl? But at the end of the day, it is my problem. That is the truth. And my wife and I both know that. And that has been the saving grace of our relationship, that we are responsible for our own happiness. So, but it's kind of like Hiller's, right? We both have that, like, that's the light that you can shine on anything to try to make the darkness go away. And his is, you know, yeah, like, holy fuck, I'm upset at Hiller because he keeps working till 1 a.m. and getting up at 6. I'm not getting any time with him. But then she can take that light. Well, fuck, I'm still lucky that I have this man. And if he's like, man, she doesn't ever come home till 9 and I have to eat dinner by myself, he can still shine that light. I'm still lucky I have this woman. And that light fucking nukes all the other, like, helps nuke your thought.
Wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Yeah.
Do you find it interesting that this is a conversation that is happening through CrossFit?
I don't understand.
Because I would not like it's. I guess, you know, this is I can't call it a CrossFit podcast, but I discovered you guys, each one of you, Souza, Sevan, Andrew Hiller, through CrossFit, and it's just, you know, we're talking about relationships, and I don't know, it is interesting to me. There is a level of profoundness that in the fitness community we're all, I mean, this counts as a mental health conversation.
Oh yeah, it's all mental health. You're totally right. CrossFit's mental health. Fitness is mental health. Yeah, for sure. Hey, if you, that's why I asked Gary if his wife works out. If your fucking mate doesn't work out, you're fucked. I mean, because it's just free fucking drugs for your fucking mate and for you. It's free fucking happy pills. And they gotta be doing something. Even that guy yesterday who was the JFT2 guy, he walks and does heavy lifting. I so fucking approve of that.
And they're not actually married though, guys.
Barry McCockiner, my wife won't sleep with me because I cheat on her. This guy is the worst. He doesn't cheat on her, Barry. He has cheated on her, and a ton of people have cheated on people, and I don't think it's a deal breaker. I think that relationships are hard. Now, granted, if you're 10 years in and you have 3 kids and you cheat, that's fucking going to be a problem. If you're going to cheat, do it in the beginning before you have kids. But also, like, you know, he's not married yet. I wasn't married after my first kid either. And it's, life can be hard, man. Like, maybe he works at a strip club. Do you work at a strip club?
Do I work at a strip club?
Yeah.
No. It still is just as a cliche. I'm a musician.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah. See? Yeah. Like, you should get a pass, occasional pass on an accident.
Well,
it's an accident.
I outlived the days of the past. Fortunately and unfortunately. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to feel like a good person because with cheating, if you feel like, oh, no big deal, well, then you're not the greatest person.
Right.
But then if you know that it's kind of a big deal, well, then you're definitely not the greatest person. So kind of no matter how you slice it, it's like, well, shoot. I used to be like, oh, Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant. I looked at guys that I kind of, you know, I don't know, I valued them, and I thought they were having a positive influence on people, and I just thought, oh, it's what you do when you are an entertainer or an athlete or something.
I
But
think the
that's
reason why you
high
don't
value rich person. If you the richer you are, the less that matters on both sides. And I'll fucking say it. If you got $1 billion and you got a wife and she catches you boning another chick, she's gonna fucking slide out and shut the door and not say a damn word. Once you break that $100 million mark, all bets are off, and everybody can get mad in the comments about Brad Sitt's thing, but they know it's fucking true. You don't want to be cut off the tit of that dollar bill. You don't want that credit card to stop working. Keep your mouth shut.
Hey, listen to Jan Clark. We have Gary's therapist on. Listen to Chris Rock's newest stand-up on Netflix. He says that Elon Musk has less cum than any other man alive. That every time he sells a Tesla, his wife blows him, and he's actually got negative cum.
That's a lot of fucking Teslas.
Hey, if listen, I would take that comment back about cheating. Are you fucking kidding me? Listen, Barry, careful. You might want to walk away, Barry, because I'm gonna fuck your shit up right now. Anyone who doesn't want a big dose of reality, you should walk away. Go do something. Here we go. You ready?
See ya.
You're in a relationship, and it's the best. I've talked to Hiller about this before. You're in a relationship, and it's the best relationship you've ever fucking had. You can't believe how happy you are. You love your wife. It's been fucking 5 years of bliss. You find out for the last 5 years, every Tuesday when she goes to the gym, she's fucking Sousa.
That damn CrossFit coach.
I hate when people fuck Sousa.
And instead of realizing that that's been part of the
recipe of success.
Thank you, Sousa. Instead of realizing that's the recipe of success, you're such a fucking ideologue, close-minded, dogmatic, self-sacrificing moron that you don't look at yourself and you leave that person.
It's deep, baby.
Yeah. What do you do? And I'll tell you how hard it is, because this fucking guy right here with the cool eyeballs, Andrew Hiller, he said he'd stay with this fucking chick if he found out she used to be a dude. But when I said, what if you found out she's cheating on you this whole time? He's like, oh, fuck that.
Pretty hardcore.
I'm just going to say, the cheating thing, like, yeah, fine. Some people don't like people with fucked up feet either. But I'm not saying, I think it's healthy not to be in a cheating relationship. Don't get me wrong. I think intimacy and commitment and long-term commitment is the way to go for a healthy, strong relationship. You missed the point. You missed the point. Sorry, go ahead.
Have you guys been cheated on?
Not that I know of.
Good.
Yeah, I had a harem, and a couple of the girls had other dudes.
And
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
It's a different circumstance, but yeah, it's not.
Of course, you missed the point. It's a tough one to swallow. Of course, you missed the point. It's a tough motherfucker to follow.
Yeah.
You wouldn't care? No, I would definitely care if I found out. Heidi says, Sevan, you wouldn't care if you found out your wife was taking dick every Tuesday? No, I would absolutely care.
Yeah, of course.
So if it was happening for 5 years and I found out that that's the recipe to my fucking happiness. Harem, usually secluded house or part of a house allotted to women in some Muslim households. No, not that one. The wives or concubines, female relatives and servants occupying a harem. Closer. Here we go. Number 2, a group of women associated with one man. Yes.
Hey, what if you put a different twist on that?
Of course you care. That's the point, Heidi. I would care. But how is it that I've been in love with her for 5 years and now all of a sudden something I didn't know? The point is, it's something I didn't know that's now a part of my success. Like, what if I found out that my wife's favorite dinner that she makes? Well, you guys out there, there's those of you out there who eat Skittles, but there's fucking poison in every bag. But you still love them. You don't get it? You don't get the point?
I love Skittles.
Sevan, you were the cheaty Sevan. No, I wasn't the cheaty Sevan. I was a pimp.
Hey, call Danielle Brennan back up and ask her this question.
Wait, what if like 10 years ago you're like a sibling got really badly hurt in a hit and run accident, and then 10 years later you found out that it was your wife that actually hit your sibling with the car and knew that happened but never said anything? Is that are we still in the same lane as cheating? Because if we're talking about the breaking of the trust there, but it didn't affect you. You weren't the one emotionally or physically hurt by it. Your sibling was, but you still got lied to because it was covered up. Can we play that game? Is it the same or is it different there?
Dude, there was this popular duo named Milli Vanilli. They were huge in the 80s, huge. And people found out that they were lip syncing and it wasn't them, and their music went away overnight. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, I live with fucking idiots. These people care who sings the song. One of these people killed themselves. I'm like, how do you love a song and you found out that Hiller was lying, he wasn't singing it, it was Sousa singing it, so you stopped listening to the song? Are you the most shallow piece of shit that ever lived, or what? And yes, you are. And that was my point. Like, right? Like, if you didn't, like, you have an ideology that interferes with what makes you happy. You're fucking insane. You being a rhetorical you.
You guys still listen to Michael Jackson?
Yeah, and Adam, that's fair too. I get the point. It's still a deal breaker. I get it. That's fair too. Not for me. Not for me. And my wife's never cheated on me, as far as I know. I don't think she could. And here's another thing. Here's how fucking cool I am. If my wife did cheat on me, I'd want her to tell me so that she could be free from that secret.
Wow.
That's how much I fucking love my wife.
Cheat on you and you'd be okay with it.
I wouldn't be okay with it. It would kill me. Fucking hurt me. Fucking make me devastated. But I want her to fucking tell me because I want to be with her the rest of my life and I want her to be free from any secrets. But I'm deep and real as a motherfucker.
Yeah, this is true.
Thank you. God, I love you. If Sousa ever dies, you can be my guy.
That would be a huge deal for me. You guys are celebrities to me.
Good, thank you. I'm a celebrity to me too.
I see Hiller laughing, and that is hilarious to me because you don't even know. Like when you're a fan of athletes or people within, whatever, you hope you run into them. You're like, oh man, I wish I could run into Hiller to say like, oh dude, fucking thank you for doing TRT, so that maybe some Masters athletes that are doing TRT will be like, okay, here's the thing. This is really fucked up to do CrossFit at this age. We should be allowed to take a certain amount of milligrams. Everyone should be able to take like 100 milligrams, per week or whatever it is. And that's just everyone across the board. This is not some cheating thing. This is, I want to keep doing.
Next thing you know, though, bro, we'll look like those fucking weirdos at the Mr. Universe or the Mr. Olympia or Arnold. Like, how soon before fucking Hiller looks weird as shit and no one's gonna tell him? He's just all fucking like.
I'm a big dude now. I can't get under 200 for the life of me.
Yeah, well, he starts looking like Lee Priest or whatever that guy is.
How many milligrams? How many milligrams per week are you on?
200.
200. So that's, if Masters athlete is taking 100, they're definitely going to look better, but they're just going to look like,
there's a couple of downstream things that'll affect your output or what it'll do to your levels. But usually it's around 150, 200.
I can't believe, look at Cock Cutter says, Caulk Cutter says, I love this caller. No one's ever said they, like this caller. Anyway, thank you for calling. Let's not ruin it, but before we have you on too long and someone starts hating on you.
No problem.
All right.
No problem.
Thank you.
Take care. My name is Peter, by the way. Sevan, I'll shoot you.
Peter.
Okay, thank you, Peter.
Thanks for
Peter Hood. Okay,
you guys are bye. Bye-bye.
Adios.
Peter Pumpkin Eater.
3 kids, a musician.
If Sevan and Hiller are your heroes, you need help. Who is Trish? It drives me insane. Because some of the stuff Trish says, majority of the stuff is just hilarious. And
what about that Instagram post? That's not really Trish, is it? At the games?
No, that was a Wad Zombie thing. And if you read the caption, she writes about it. But it's just so funny because some of the stuff that is posted or said is, I'm like, Are you somebody who is on like the inside and like knows all it? Like, some of it's really spot on to where I'm like, how the fuck? And then some of it's kind of like off base, but all of it's hilarious. Like her Instagram is fire.
Yeah, her.
That's her.
So that's not real. That's a doctored photo.
That's a doctored photo. It says if you zoom in, do like a little zoom in on the caption of it there.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to do that.
Okay.
A double click. Nah.
I know. I tried to double click too. Caller, hi.
This is why they pay me the big bucks.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, dude?
Rick.
Hey, Hiller, did it snow down there?
Yeah, there's snow. It all melted already, though. It's weird.
Dude, you want to come help me?
Help you melt it?
Well, this has digressed quite a bit. Well, we just went from like deep conversations, and now you're just asking her to come shovel your snow. What's happening here?
No, I got a flamethrower. You just attach it to a propane tank, and then you go to town on whatever you want. It's a good time.
Oh my goodness! How come I can't find Trish? I was gonna bring up Trish's thing and zoom in so we could see it, but I can't find it.
I just did it for you. Where have you been?
Caller, what was your name? Caller. I think because Sevan dropped off, we actually can't hear the caller anymore. I wonder if the caller could still hear me. Sorry for razzing you about the snowplow question. I'm sure you were probably going to get into some deep discussion afterward, but
dude, it's called small talk before you get into the real stuff.
No, I hate that shit, dude. Whenever we do meetings and stuff, and like we sit there, like I get antsy. Like I like to walk in. I'm like, okay, so where are we at? What are we doing? Where are we going? Like, don't fucking talk about a bunch of shit that's wasting our time, and I don't care. Like, let's just get to the point. Right to the point. Hey, did you make it to quarterfinals?
Yeah, finished 1,160.
Are they gonna say anything about that?
I didn't put my scores into the leaderboard.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
They couldn't say anything about it.
You guys hear me? Hello.
There he goes. Now you're back. Yeah, sorry. When you dropped off, we couldn't.
Oh, when I drop off, he goes away?
Yeah, he went away.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm sitting here listening to Sousa completely shit on me. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
No, buddy. That was like barely a fart. Wouldn't even call it a shart.
I know, Sousa. You're good. You're good shit. This is Jeremy from Milwaukee.
Jeremy, what's up, brother?
What's up? I was even going to compliment Sousa. I was in Cali over Super Bowl weekend. I was going to compliment how beautiful Livermore was.
Oh,
now I'm going to take all that back. So.
Oh no! Don't do that. No. Don't hate on Livermore just because of me saying
Livermore is not beautiful, though.
What do you know? You've been out here.
It's just rolling hills. It's one dimensional. It's like brown and green. Does it get green?
Get out of here.
When you're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I mean, come on, man. That's pretty beautiful.
Cheers to dish.
Oh, did I drop off again? No.
You're here. You're here. Go, Jeremy.
You're about to get dropped off.
Ooh, I'm gonna drop you off. All right, I'm gonna come at you from a different angle here about the cheating thing. This is how I look at it, and I don't know. You can call it self-esteem, whatever. But if I found out, I'm recently divorced, so there's whatever. But like, if I found out that my wife was cheating on me for 5 years, it wouldn't be like, oh my God, I'm so pissed off. I would look at it like I'd probably leave her because clearly I'm not needed.
Mm.
If you're finding your happiness with somebody at the gym or wherever, what's the point of me and us?
I think you're forgetting that there's multiple facets to a relationship, and you might be zoning in on the sexual facet.
Yeah, but I kind of agree with him on that because in the context of what we were talking about, when someone was saying is like your relationship's happy, she's super happy and everything else. So is that portion of it like the biggest element of the happiness? And if it is, like, that kind of makes you feel like shit. And then you're going to go to what his conclusion was, like, well, what's the point of me then?
Exactly. Well said. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting at. What's the point of me if...
I would just assume my dick's too big and she needs some smaller dick.
That's what I'm talking about. That's...
I didn't know Gary was still on the show.
That's the only logical answer.
Gary.
Barry McCockiner, I still love you guys. Is Jason Grubb on TRT, do you think? Oh,
let's ask
goodness.
Jeremy first. Jeremy, what do you think? You think? Oh, no hesitation.
So as a Masters athlete, I'm 37. I actually...
God, Barry, why, Barry? Why do you have to ask that?
Sorry. You paid $10 too. You know what's coming up.
Sorry, go ahead, Jeremy. Sorry, it just pisses me off.
I was out in San Diego for Legends in 2021. Masters only. and Jason was there, and tons of athletes, and I could not help but look around and be like, what the fuck are these people taking? Because us older folks don't necessarily look like that unless you're dabbling in something. And when I look at Jason, I'm like, ooh, I don't know. Like, what
about testing? How do they get away with it then? Hiller, how do they get away with it? Easy peasy?
They don't test at Legends, but, obviously Jason's a games athlete too. I don't know. I have no idea.
If you're on a certain level of testosterone.
Oh, shit. I can see Hiller's digging through Grubb's Instagram. I can see on the back end here. I'm fucking hating this. I love Jason.
I love him too, but look at the guy. He's cute,
I'll let you know that I've made natty or nots, and they're very selective. So I don't just straight up answer questions about this sort of stuff, because I'm very detailed on who I choose to do them on for certain reasons. But I will reference something that I heard from a Masters athlete, which is they were aging up from a certain age group to another age group, and they're sitting at an event where there are a handful of Masters looking at the people in the age group above them, and they said, so this is what I'm going to look like in 5 years. And conventional wisdom tells you that as you age, you are going to go lower with your levels of testosterone. You will look worse. But for some reason, the age group above that group of individuals, remember, I don't want to name them because it might out whomever, but there's an age group, then there's an age group, and they're all like, oh, so this is what we're going to look like at this point. And that's as far as I'll go on this one in particular.
I think that's a very valid point. And Hiller, the guy that got all confrontation with you at the games, whatever the hell his name was, he was an athlete there. What was his name?
I said
not Hip and Steel, the other one.
Mike Dudevoir.
And okay, I'm not sitting here like throwing accusations out. I'm just saying what I see. But he was there too, and he doesn't. I think you actually made something on him. That's why he got all pissed off at you. Like, that guy doesn't look natural. At that age.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to throw accusations out.
Hey, that dude is dead. That dude dwarfed fucking Hiller. I just find it hard to believe that dude. That dude was huge, dude. That dude was so thick in the chest and so wide in the shoulders. His fucking whole jawline, everything about him, he looked like fucking Superman.
And he's 15 years older than Hiller, right? Hiller, you're like 31. Like he's over a decade older than you.
Why would that guy? So let me ask you this. Here's the part I don't understand. Why would someone like that confront?
Yep.
I recently went back to the post I made about him too. It was a picture of him with 2 eyeballs on a story on Instagram, which isn't a whole video. Yeah. It isn't me saying anything. It alludes to it, but you know what I'm saying, right? He went out of his way to confront me about the whole situation. All it was a post where I threw some eyeballs, the emoji eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was trying to just, it's like a big dick intimidation thing. Like, shut up, dude. Like, stop talking about it, because, he's afraid the more you talk about it, the more light comes to it. And guess what happens when the more light comes to something? And I don't know. Or I'm completely wrong. And
or he's playing chess.
Maybe he's natural.
We talked about.
You give him too much credit for that one.
He's playing chess. He goes, if I confront him, I will be talked about.
I don't know, man. I have my doubts. You look around. I mean, I'm natural as all get up, and I'm put together pretty well. And
I see black dudes in the park. I see black dudes in the park on pull-up bars and shit in their 60s and 70s. Japanese dudes too, and I don't think they're on shit, and they look fucking jacked out of their mind.
I feel you. So anyway.
Okay. Well, nice talking to you.
Hey, you guys have a good one.
Okay.
Thanks,
bye.
Jeremy. Later, dude. What is this clip?
Who cares?
Okay, got it.
Who the fuck cares?
Got it. I'm that guy that asked why you're playing it.
Who the fuck cares? How do I make this bigger?
I'm nervous because she doesn't have a helmet on.
She's clearly a professional. She doesn't need a helmet.
I can't even believe Instagram's amazing, isn't it?
I want to know how she's doing that with a GoPro and turns it around without doing anything with her hands.
Oh, maybe it's an iPhone.
Well, no, it said right there, it's shot on the GoPro. But how did she turn it.
She just has huge fake tits and she rides a motorcycle. And
how do you know they're fake? How do you know they're fake?
Yeah, those are real, right?
No.
Jordan said a 360 GoPro.
Careful with the music.
Yeah, that's some good like ride music right there. That's exactly what I envision. Riding a motorcycle.
I just needed to bring the show back on course after
this has been a wild show.
Is it okay if I book 11 a.m. hot Pilates class? Yeah.
I tried to pull up TikTok, but the freaking sound just started going wild. I had the one I wanted to show you. I sent the one to you guys. Oh, but it isn't the entire video. It's just the intro clip to where then the black dude is just kind of looking at her. Like, no.
What is oh boy.
Has anyone seen the new Chris Rock?
Sorry.
Has anyone seen the new Chris Rock stand-up on Netflix?
I've seen half of it. I've seen half of it. Not the whole thing yet.
There's a section in there where he talks about how to get attention. I just want to leave it at this.
Do you want me to pull it up? I got it.
You can?
Well, we can't play any of it.
Hey, are you going to make a video about it?
If you'd like me to, but remember I told you I couldn't. Maybe I can pull it off a StreamYard. It's not working. Dude, see what I'm talking about? Look, it just blacks it out.
Oh, because it knew we were about to play it on YouTube?
Yeah, see, it doesn't let you play it.
Oh, wow.
See if the audio works.
It does, but you're really willing to risk that?
Just play like 2 seconds of it. Let me see what happens.
All right, you're the boss.
Let's see. No, we can't hear it.
Can't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I can.
Wow.
I fell asleep watching a few nights ago too. But dude, there's this thing in there. Hey, just film your TV with your phone. I'm going to do it and send it to you.
I'm not some ratchet ass hoe, but I'll do it.
There's a scene in there where he says that the 4 ways. He says, first of all, we're addicted to attention as a society. Whatever. Okay. So we're addicted to attention. Fine. Chris.
I think we've always been addicted to attention.
But then he says the 4 ways to get attention are show your ass, do something that makes you infamous, like rob a bank, talk shit about someone, attack someone more popular than you, just whatever, slap, do something infamous, right?
Kill a gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo.
Yeah, kill a gorilla. Did someone do that?
That happened?
Harambe, man.
What?
Who killed him?
The zoo did. After the child jumped in there, they killed that gorilla. You don't know about this?
No, but that's another crazy.
Stay on track.
That's another crazy thing too. Hey, that's how stupid we are in the society. How about when they pulled down Sandusky's fucking statue and they took 300 wins off his fucking football career because he diddled some kids? That's what I mean. That's the same stupidness for like breaking up with your wife for cheating on you. It's like, it's not enough just to say she's cheating on you. It has to be something else. It's not enough. It's not enough.
What was the third thing?
Okay, so sorry. Show your ass, infamy, be really good at something like Serena Williams, be the best tennis player in the fucking world or golf, whatever she does. And then the 4th thing is
play the victim.
Play the victim. Thank you. Yes. Show your ass. Do something that makes you infamous. Be really good at something or play the victim.
Which is the easiest of the 4?
Hey, but there's people in this community. There's athletes in this community that do all 4.
Yeah, to diversify. They diversify.
There's an athlete in the community. Oh, look. Just straight marketing genius.
Yeah, that's good.
Show as much ass as you can. Do something makes you infamous. Fight with other people in other podcasts. Be fucking amazing at something. Fuck, she's so good at fucking CrossFit. Number 4, play the victim. World class. Hey, she's world class at 3 of them. She hasn't found anyone really good to fight with yet to make her infamous. Like she gotta we need a sex tape, or like she has to fuck Leonardo DiCaprio, or. But dude,
stand by.
Yeah, she's a fucking marking. I saw that. I fucking called Hiller and I was like jumping on my mattress like a baby. I'm like, dude, this bitch is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And I've since said I can't get the freaking screen recording, and I don't want to do it all ratchet. I want to do it well.
This chick is fucking, how fucking much ass has she shown? She's fucking only getting better at CrossFit. She's so fucking good. She can do it all, run, handstand, push-ups, and pick up heavy shit. This bitch is fucking incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the world-class fucking victim. She's like the LeBron of fucking victims.
Wait a minute.
Well, he plays the victim too. I mean, he plays the crazy victim. I can't go to Target.
And it worked. 1.6 mil.
Dude.
Nailed it. There we go. Got a body pick. Got I'm really good at something pick. And then we have our there's probably a victim.
And there's the victim. The victim videos right there. That tier video. That's the victim video.
Oh, perfect. There we go.
No, pick the fourth picture.
This
maybe,
one?
Maybe it is the tier video.
Be your own fucking Valentine.
Yeah, that's the victim too. That's the victim too.
Is that
That's
right?
all the victim.
Tell me how.
Like it's stupid. It's like some like hardcore feminist. Like I don't need a man. I don't need anyone. I could be my own Valentine. It's the total. It's like, dude, no one's buying it. Like cool. Being alone's cool. Sitting on a mountaintop's cool. I love it. But Valentine's Day is about intimacy with other people. Like, be your own Valentine. No, be your own source of spiritual fucking power and security and happiness and oneness. But it's fucking Valentine's Day. Don't drag your feminist bullshit into Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is about fucking getting drunk and eating candy and fucking. But anyway, either way, it's brilliant.
Infamous.
Yeah, that's about as, yeah, she needs something way better than that. Yeah. So I pretend to ass pound fucking gay dudes. Yay.
Yay. Child's play.
Yeah.
Let's see the later target.
Yeah, I do that too. So the fuck what? I want her to do something crazy. Like Mel Gibson, get pulled over and just start slamming Jews. I fucking hate Jews. Oops. You got to already be famous to say that. Or what Jessica Griffith did. Let a bad word slip out of your mouth.
I like how you danced around that.
Yeah. Hey, she could do it really good too. She could be like, dude, I was sucking this nigga's dick so hard, and then let that clip slip out. Yeah, there you go.
Gone.
That wasn't.
I can't believe how big this nigga's dick was, and then it's like she's infamous. But it better be like someone like LeBron or Kanye.
It's shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you're still in the stars, right?
My respect for her is like, I'm just fucking otherworldly. I was in school, was in session when Chris Rock was saying that, and I was like, holy fuck, Danny Spiegel is my fucking daddy.
Hey, can we use those to our advantage in any way?
Look at Jason Momoa. Buy sponsor. Look at Jason Momoa's fucking Instagram account. This motherfucker's showing ass.
Jason Momoa. Ass.
Yeah. I watched this. I watched this fucking 100 times. Look at Jason Momoa's most recent Instagram post. I looked at his ass, like I tried to zoom in on his ass. I couldn't. I tried to zoom in. The reason why I was trying to see if he had a hairy butt.
Does he?
I couldn't tell. He has a fucking great ass though. Do you see his Instagram? I know. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to spell it either. Let me see.
Yeah, I got it.
It was in my search.
Is this one?
You got it.
Yeah. That the first one. Yeah. Look at this fucker.
This thing is this.
Yeah. This guy's Danny Spiegel ain't got shit on him. She's a little fledgling compared to him. Look at this.
We see his butt in this video.
Yeah. Play it. Watch. Play this. Play the audio.
Okay.
I like the way he walks too. Like he's got a huge dick. Look at kind of like a duck, like Dave Castro. Look at. See, awesome, right? Hey, how long before Hiller shows us some ass?
I was thinking about doing it right now, honestly.
Oh boy.
But dunk. Hey, why does he have Zelensky up there? Hit the Zelensky one in the upper right. I know he has an incredible ass. I know. That's the thing too. What? Oh, we can't hear the audio. First look at Oh no, he's promoting a fucking Disney movie.
I paused it because I don't want you getting in trouble.
Oh God, is that Zelensky? Is that the Ukrainian? Oh my God. Oh, Momoa's a fucking ass clown.
Disney.
Jesus Christ.
First look at renovations.
No, yeah. No, thank you. Oh, that's Jeremy Renner, not Zelensky.
That was Jeremy Renner. He plays
I don't even
Hawkeye.
know. I don't know who that is. Who is it?
He plays Hawkeye. It's because you've never seen a freaking movie.
Oh. It looks like fucking does it look am I off? Does it look like the Ukrainian leader?
Gosh. Dude, I like this guy. He kind of reminds me of James Newberry.
He fucks this dude bangs Lisa Bonet.
I don't know who that is.
She's got
I don't know who that is either.
She's got to be 15 years older than him. Cosby's daughter from the Cosby Show.
No shit.
Magnus Holmgren, Sevi. Don't start, buddy. If Disney offers you 10 million, you will put your own dick in your mouth. Magnus. We'll have to wait and see.
Would you move the podcast studio to a booth in Disney World for $10 million?
I'm packing my shit right now.
Hey, dude, I'm clean compared to the shit that fucking Disney shows, the Disney supports.
I can see it now. There's just the freaking Magic Kingdom in the background. That'd be awesome. Today we're joined with Donald Duck.
Hey, I swear to you, it's coming. It is coming. Danny Spiegel is going to do something that's so infamous that's going to be make me hate the fact that I'm not friends with her, that I fucked up that relationship. It's coming.
We could still be friends there. There's still
time.
There's still opportunity. Yeah, for sure.
Has there ever been anyone in the CrossFit space who's done something like that, infamous to the level of?
I mean, other than Ryan Fisher telling a judge he was going to kill him.
Oh, hell, it worked.
But that's still in our space. Hey, that Josh Newman guy was pulling a pretty big like money scam in New York. But I'm trying to think of anyone. I mean, Floyd Gregg's the only with the Floyd 19 thing.
Yeah, that counts.
We're just not big enough. She's gonna have to make the leap. She's gonna have to like. I mean, Brooke Entz was fucking around in Hollywood and was in some. Maybe she fucked someone and like some video would come out.
Does this count?
Thought that Katrin was the 4 of 4. What I mean, I don't.
She was on Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, she did that naked thing, but she's not really. I don't see people like fetishizing her or like. I mean, Danny's just a full phone. Danny's it's just a full phone, full blown fetish material. Her whole account is. I mean, it's just. I don't see Katrin as a sex symbol. I don't know. Danny's just good. I don't see Katrin trying to be a sex symbol, whereas I see Danny's caught in some weird web of TNA, or maybe she's not caught. She's weaving. I don't want to I don't know.
I should make a video of the top 10 biggest sex symbols in CrossFit. There's a website where they already have these ranked.
There is?
Really?
Yeah.
Who's number one?
I'll pull it up. Let's see.
Who's your number one, Sevan?
Okay. Oh, you think Katrin is hot too? I don't think Katrin is. Katrin looks like Jay Leno, kind of like a moon. I mean, I find her. She's the most attractive, like Jay Leno looking person I've ever seen. But I don't think she's earned her beauty. I can't really explain it. I think if Katrin's not a CrossFitter in the limelight, you don't. I'm guessing you don't find her attractive.
Wolverine made this.
Oh, perfect.
$1.99 to see Hiller's cheeks.
It's gonna be more than that.
I see. And I guess Katrin could be infamous because she's fucking the hockey player dude, but I think she's more famous than the hockey dude.
Unless we see a video come out, I wouldn't say that was infamous.
So Wolverine put up a 16 hottest women in CrossFit post.
This is a Colton Merton sponsor?
Yeah, there it is.
God, he better be number one.
And this is the women.
Wait, I don't even know who that is. That top one.
She's out of CrossFit Hype.
Oh, it's just anybody in CrossFit though, not like athletes. It doesn't have to be games athletes.
Oh, we got Daniel Brandon, Thor's daughter. That's a
I think
recent
all
picture,
these women are crazy attractive.
Solvig, Gazan, Bethany Shed.
Yeah, Gazan. Well, wait, can we go back? Gazan is like totally underrated, hot. Bethany Shadburn's head is the most incredible head ever. That's like,
wait, what?
Her head.
Oh, okay.
Like it's just got a weird look to it.
Her cranium. Got it. She's fucking Wonder Woman. Look at her fucking how giant. I mean, it's fucking Wonder Woman. That's Gal Gadot.
I thought you were referring to her as like the throat goat or something there. I don't know.
No.
Holy moly. Even I knew what he was talking about there. And I usually have that's what she said.
I did too. It's a bit Hiller.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Danielle Dunlap. Jessica Adrosky. I don't know who that is.
You know this one, Hamming?
Oh, yeah. Just because she takes is that Joe? I don't recognize her, but I know the name. She does stuff with Danny and Allison Scudds, right?
Right. Coglin. I think that this is someone that was brought up recently on the show. Brian said she's competing this year.
Oh,
she looked like she really leaned out. Oh, is she on roids? Look at her shoulders.
Her
checks out.
As I always say, I need to do some research. But
you know why people liked her? By the way, she kept her boob. So that girl kept her boobs for a while. Jessica Conlon. She had a lot of boob shots in the early days.
Mm-hmm. Rare commodity in
this
CrossFit.
Is the person who is up top.
I don't know who she is.
Tommy DePrima.
Hi, Tommy. Is that maybe that used to be a dude? Is that Katrin David's daughter? Katrin. Yeah, she's pretty. Yeah. There's some great photos of her.
There's Mal O'Brien.
Now Mal O'Brien, I think it was just a kid.
Yeah, this is an interesting one to have on here.
Yeah, like just scroll like that, like you're a pedophile if whoever put her on the list.
She still had to get a permission slip signed to do the open announcement.
Like that, exactly. All of them, yes, they can come over to the barbecue.
Abigail Thompson
invited.
I don't know who they are, but they can all come.
They could have gave her a better picture. They should have given her a better picture.
They can all. Mal cannot come to the barbecue.
Kelly Stone.
Yeah, that's a crazy body. When you see ass from the back, ass from the front.
You know what I like, and I didn't even notice till just now, is because they have all of their lifts on here. That's cool.
Yeah, Gazan too. I don't know. I think of Gazan as a woman. She's seasoned. She's been through some shit. But you're right. Her face is pretty young.
Don't worry, guys. They also have a men, so we're going to talk about the men now.
Oh, okay. Adler's totally underrated. Listen, that fucking dude could be a suit model. That dude's totally underrated. Someone needs to do something with this. Like, he needs like just a little bit of like something, and he's a supermodel.
He kind of reminds me of Superman. You know who Henry Cavill is?
Yes. He's better looking than him even. It's just someone just needs to do something to him a little bit.
Dude, what a pull.
I don't know who that is. Like,
he won the Open not too long ago, didn't he? He was top 5. Sam?
Cornwise is super handsome, I agree, except he got that funny accent.
Cole?
No, Gray Shaber. God, I think of Gray Shaber as a little boy still too. Bring him back next year. Can
you believe that there is an article on the supplement website about the hottest CrossFitters? Like, dude,
smart.
This dude is
ton of content right now.
Dylan Pettit, but you never even heard of him.
No, he looks like he fell out of the 50s, kind of. I like him.
Yeah, but he looks jacked. Look at him.
Super jacked.
Yeah.
He's a good looking dude.
What is he? Wait, what ethnicity is that dude?
Is he from Brazil?
Yeah, he looks. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's it. Philip Kelly. How is Khan not at the top? Yeah, Khan.
If he's not on this list is bullshit.
Adler is super handsome. That's a good way to describe Adler.
Cedric Lapointe. Okay, you've lost me with this guy.
What?
Yeah, have you heard his? You can't have an accent like that and be on this list.
Yeah, but also he blocked me on Instagram. You can't put him on this list.
Oh, he blocked you.
Right. He can't do muscle ups that well. Shit. Is this? I never heard of this guy.
Neither have I. You know who they need on here is Jorge Fernandez.
There he is. All right.
Oh yeah.
Tom Porter.
Tom Porter. Yeah. Jorge. Yeah. He's
Mitch Wagner. He's good.
Hey, I'm gonna make a list of the hottest dudes.
What are you gonna do? Like top 10?
I'm gonna do it the next time Brian comes on and does the top 100. Like
there he is.
Check it out. Oh shit!
On conflict of interest. He's a sponsored athlete.
Wow, Colton. Colton's looking good with his new haircut. I wasn't a fan of his mullet. I'm liking his short hair.
Hell Fisher.
I don't know who that is.
360.
Juiced.
Brandon Luckett.
Good dude on the show.
Luckett, yeah.
Good dude. Mm-hmm. Doesn't compete anymore.
You can't.
Right?
Pendrick brothers, like you get all three of them?
All three?
Wow.
It's probably because they couldn't decipher which was which, so they're like, fuck it, just wrap them up.
Right.
Good looking dudes.
Okay. Well,
Scott got better looking as he got older.
I can't. They freaking threw their own athlete, Colton Mertens, on there. I'm not mad about it, but
where's JR? That's a good point. Where's
JR definitely belongs on that list. A shirtless JR is a dangerous JR. Don't leave your kids or your wife around him.
There's these articles everywhere. That's not the one I was looking for, but I
didn't enjoy that. I don't.
No. Okay. I won't pull up anymore then.
Yeah.
I apologize.
No, don't apologize. It's fun. It's good. It's good to do stuff that I don't enjoy. I'm stronger for it.
Did everyone else enjoy it?
You've grown.
I made that video on Mel when she wasn't locking out her muscle ups, and then she blocked me on Instagram, and everyone's like, "You're picking on a little girl," and I go, "Hey, just so you know, she's 18. I'm not picking on, but that list is different." I know. Yeah, I don't like scrolling past that.
You know, it was a big thing when I worked at CrossFit. There were some big discussions and debates on what the teenage athletes should be wearing, like that they shouldn't be wearing the same shit that the adults wear, because the shit the adults wear is my words, not theirs, too slutty, provocative, and whorish.
Wow.
But my words, not theirs. But that's the implication, right? Like if you have the adults in an outfit and the kids can't be in that outfit, like how is a douche that puked on the air runner in regionals?
Oh,
why does that make him a douche?
Yeah, why is that a douche?
What?
Yeah.
I love him for that.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty funny.
I don't think he's a douche at all.
Audrey.
And Jiggy Josh, I meant that he was dangerous when he had his shirt off because he's irresistible. And I'm not insinuating what do you do with your kids. He just becomes your daddy. That's what happens when JR enters the room shirtless.
Oh my God, you guys are twisted.
Yeah, they've been
don't even defend that shit, Sousa.
They've been like
no,
nipping
don't even. John's from the UK. He doesn't understand the vernacular. Your daddy. Who's your daddy?
What is this record that's being talked about? The podcast is approaching the record.
Oh, probably close to the 3-hour mark, but you've gone over 3 hours. I think Dallas yesterday was 3:15, 3:17 or something.
I want to say there was a 4-hour podcast once on accident.
A 4-hour?
No, Susie. Yeah, who's your daddy is the worst saying. What rock have you guys been under?
I don't like that saying. I'm actually with Janelle there.
Who's your daddy?
Yeah. It's like, that's kind of, it's like, ugh.
You say
like
JR when that question is asked, like JR.
JR. Yeah. Has he got his shirt off? Yep. There he is.
What's so weird about it? Just say JR.
Chisels out of granite. I think Mark Bell was almost 4 hours.
Oh yeah, good job. I can't believe we play 473. I can't fucking believe I had so many good clips and they're not in here. It so bums me out. I wonder what happened to him, how I lost him.
473, you said?
Yeah. Now the thing is in film school I learned that from what Charlie Chaplin said this: a great joke only comes after a good joke. A great joke only comes after a good joke. Now this one's fucking amazing. Here we go.
Oh, wait, hold on. I tried to do a shortcut to.
Oh no!
The pregnant girl and the child inside her have in common. Both are thinking, "Oh no, my mom's gonna kill me." Any joke can be funny with the right delivery, except abortion jokes, because there is no delivery.
Jesus Christ!
One more time. The 18-year-old pregnant girl and the child inside her have in common. Both are thinking, "Oh no, my mom's gonna kill me." Any joke can be funny with the right delivery, except abortion jokes, because there is no delivery.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
Fucking triple whammy. This medium of like, I mean, how many mediums were used there? Memes and splicing and jokes and words and what a fucking crap.
Forums.
Yeah.
Pulled that off Discord.
Oh my goodness. That was fucking brilliant. I didn't laugh at that, but it was cute. All right.
It's the cutest abortion joke I've ever heard.
Okay. Okay. Now,
Jiggy Josh.
no one disputed when I said that finger gesture Rihanna made, it was finger banging, and she.
Well, was it like that? Was it like that, or was it the whole?
Well, she had this. She separated her fingers, and she did a little turn in, so that it was like, as Hiller would say, no. Was it Hiller? Hiller said, who was it who said that you don't lay the penis on the vagina? You thought you laid it on
me.
Yeah,
that was you.
That was fifth grade
Andrew and how to.
Yeah, she showed that you put it in the vagina. But this is
go for the root.
I want to show you this 472 bean flicking. This is the title of this is bean flicking. And she was flicking the bean. Look, Leon Clark even knows. Yeah, she was flicking the bean for sure. It was a diddle. Yes, thank you. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So here we go.
You guys.
Here we go.
The most that you've ever played with yourself in one day?
I don't count times, but there have been multiple days, yesterday included, where I'll just like lay around, watch TV, and like flick the bean. Like it's like I'm not even like trying to get off. Like I'm literally just there, like in a state of pleasure the entire, I don't know, solid 6 to 7 hours. It's pretty bad.
What is the most?
Introduce this chick to Gary.
What?
Introduce this chick to Gary.
Oh my gosh.
What kind of podcast is this?
Grace walked into the room and she's like, what is playing right now?
Bean flicking. Hi, Grace. Always nice to see your face.
She could like hear it as it's playing and she's like, what is happening?
I mean, you know what I mean? Just that's the stuff that you said he was looking for.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, maybe that's what he thought he was getting himself into, and then things change, and he's just thinking, "What the hell, man? I have the hormone levels of a 25-year-old. What happened with you?"
Oh my goodness!
And then he got on. Did I miss Gary? Yeah, the first hour of the show was Gary.
just swipe the thing all the way back.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Let's get Grace on the show. No one wants. Well, I shouldn't say that. Hiller wants his wife on the show. I don't want my wife on the show ever.
I think she did great.
Who?
Alexis is a hit, dude. People are love on her in the comment section.
Definitely.
There's been like 3 haters about her speaking up against the Spiegel video on TYR. She didn't even speak up against it. She just said that she stated her opinion about how she views women in certain positions and where she views herself as a business owner, and she doesn't like it when she's held up to any higher standard because she's a woman. She goes, "No, I just want to be cool."
Is that a video on your on your YouTube?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, so it's called Danny Andrew Tate Spiegel.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see that. I've been saying it. Sevan would get outshined by his wife, possibly. Yes, Alexis is fire. Alexis is based. I'm obsessed with her. Love Alexis. Sevan's content isn't broadcast; it's broadcast. Oh, that kind of sucks.
That's why you need to get Grace on here. Grace, come back.
But Janelle who is that? Janelle Tomlinson. Jason Tomlinson. That name sounds familiar.
Oh, he was saying the podcast, the longest one. Elise.
Oh, that was the affiliate owner who had the Bonnie and Clyde shit.
Yeah, 3:56. 3 hours 56 minutes.
Oh, 3 hours and 56 minutes. I gotta go in 6 minutes.
Yeah, same with me.
What was the question, Susan?
Was that your shoulders that just cracked? What was that there?
My elbow. Wow. You can hear that?
Yeah, definitely. Now I feel like Heidi when I swallow.
That's gross.
Oi. Okay, clip that. It's like Heidi when I swallow. 295. 295. This one says recycling to save the planet. Listen carefully.
I didn't sea of notes here.
You regret coming on, Hiller? You're like, fuck, I didn't know it was going to be this long.
Oh, no. No part of me thought it would run up until the person I have at noon. But I'm cool with it.
Oh, this is fucking crazy. Wait, recycling to save the planet. Remember, Greta Thunberg. Here we go.
Y'all already don't drink milk, but for the people who do drink milk, this is what we doing today. They is recycling spoiled milk and refiltering this shit and repackaging this shit and selling that shit again, man. I would never drink milk again, even though I already don't. Seriously.
Guys, what is this?
This shit is disgusting.
They're recycling old milk.
How do you do
I'm already lactose intolerant, so I don't fuck with this shit. But yeah, they recycling the milk, spoiled milk at that. They're recycling this shit They're running it through these motherfucking filters and repackaging that shit, man. Yeah, so the heads up with the motherfuckers who drink milk. Talking about vitamin D. Vitamin D my ass. Game.
What do they do with it?
Holy smokes. They repurpose it and sell
He's
it,
saying
dude.
that they pour that milk back into that vat, filter it, and then put it back and resell it to the public.
Wow. I drink milk too, fairly regularly, and now it's kind of grossed out by it, but I'll still drink it.
Holy shit. Okay, before you 296, we got to get through some of these. 296.
I can't believe that.
I know, I can't believe it either. Feel free not to believe everything you see on this show.
I will block that out. I will block that out.
Okay, here we go. Oh, you're gonna love this, Sousa.
That are watching this right now. You don't want anything from the government. The only thing you want from the government is for them to stay out of your business. That's it. As less government as absolutely possible. If you think the government is ever going to take care of you and make all your hopes and dreams come true, you are out of your mind. It's not how it works. All you young people.
Don't even budge a little, people. Don't even budge a little.
Yeah. It's that notion of like, oh, well, somebody else should take care of this. The government can pay for it. And the complete misunderstanding that the government has no money. It's just your future tax dollars and your kids' future tax dollars.
Don't let them take your guns. No matter how many kids die from gun violence, don't let them take your guns, because on the other side of that will be so much fucking death and destruction. They don't want you to know that, but it's there. It's waiting for you. 293, freedom. It's an emotional appeal when they say that. No kids were dying from guns in the 50s, and they were more legal than ever then. 293. This says it's a piece of cake. You get 3 meals a day and you don't have to do shit. Wake up, eat, get high, wake up, eat, get high, repeat. A homeless woman shared this with me, why it's so easy to be homeless. She was brutally honest. They are loving us to death. This is Portland. This is what I've been telling you guys for 800 shows. There's no such things as homeless people. There's people who've put the priority of doing drugs over shelter. But what about mental health issues? None of that matters. That's just a distraction. The mental health component is nothing. But Sevan, that's not fair. How can you say that? Because you don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg. They're not any more mentally unstable than any of you would be if I made you take meth or asked you to take meth every day for 30 days. It's not like that. You're conflating issues. Go ahead. Hit play on this.
Being homeless in Portland.
It's a piece of cake, really. I mean, that's why you probably got so many out here, because they feed you 3 meals a day. You don't have to do shit but stay in your tent or party, or if you smoke a lot of dope, you can do that. What else? What else, Melissa? What else do I say? I'm being interviewed. Yeah, that's really it. It's like you wake up, you go eat at Blanche, get high. Go eat at Blanche for lunch, get high. Go eat dinner, get high. And that's all you do all day long, every day. I'm being honest.
And I'm going to tell you one more thing. This isn't going to be popular. When they pay reparations, you're going to see hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of black people fall under that despair. They're 2 years away from spending all of their fucking money and becoming full-blown fucking drug addicts. It's the fastest way to fuck people.
Which way is that?
Give them money.
That's like
they'll immediately convert it to fucking drugs and alcohol, and then they'll run out so quick. All of that money will still end up back at Bezos. It's like it's just complete fucking insanity. That will be the outcome of it. You're thinking you're doing something benevolent by paying. First of all, the idea of reparations is completely preposterous. They should pay me fucking reparations. We should before they pay black people. I'm a full-blown abolitionist. My people weren't even here when it happened. They should thank my fucking immigrant family for coming here. But if you do that, you will just see that demographic just fall into complete despair. No one ever got better. Just look at the lotto winners.
Yeah, there's a
Look at
huge
the lotto
statistic.
winners. 90% of the lotto winners end up being fucking completely broke in jail and drug addicts.
All the NBA players, all
Yes.
the NFL players, all the MLB players, like anybody that's given a bunch of money that doesn't know how to manage it, they usually ruins their lives, and then it cycles right back up to all the people who have it in the first place.
And all of us who know those people who that's happened to, we're witnesses of it. Sorry, go ahead, Hillary.
Yeah.
Or do you want to?
Oh no, I just thought how if I won the lottery, I'd buy CrossFit and it would ruin my life.
There you go.
It'd be a good way to ditch probably $230 million of your winnings.
There you go.
Oh, 230. You could buy this thing for $25 million.
I do gotta
You think
go
so
do
right
that.
now? Yeah, I know. So do I. I don't think you could buy it for 25 mil though.
Thanks for letting me jump on.
You shouldn't
Bye,
buy it
Hillary.
for more than 25. Bye, Hillary.
Bye.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you, buddy.
Okay, I gotta run too.
Where the fuck are you going?
I have a meeting right now.
Oh,
At
is
10.
it for sponsorship?
No.
Oh, they canceled 5 minutes ago.
We have some changes after watching today's episode.
All right. Thanks for coming on, dude. I'm gonna hang
Oh,
out
I
and
had
talk
a
to these
blast.
guys a little bit about what's coming up. Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll see you later. I'll call you later.
Mr. Sue's executive producer of the Sevan Podcast. Thank you for joining us. Danielle Brandon, how cool you answered your phone. Zach T-Lander, thank you for coming on. And of course, always Mr. Hiller. What a fucking cool surprise. Gary Roberts, keeping us updated on what life looks like in Portland. Holy shit. Damn, we're getting spoiled today. I know. That's how I felt too. I feel like I got spoiled today too. How fucking cool that Danielle called or that she answered. That was nuts. I didn't think there was a chance in fucking hell she'd answer. So tomorrow, I know most of you don't give a shit about this, but on Monday, it sounds like we're doing another Frisbee show. Sounds like this weekend there's a lot of crazy Frisbee. I just got a text from Brian Friend. But where are we? Calendar, Friday. Okay, we had live calling with Gary. Tomorrow morning we have Zach T-Lander. And then Sunday we have John Anderson. Do you guys know who that is? Let me show you his Instagram really quick. John Anderson. I think this guy's going to be fun. This guy. Thrive in transformations. Damn, this guy is yoked. Oh, here, let's click this one on hormones. Let's see.
And beef, it's filled with toxicity, hormones, and all stuff they use to raise it. That's the problem. Toxicity, fat cells like a toxic waste bin. That's where all the toxicity gets stored. So you buy a cheap beef, a couple bucks a pound, it's going to be filled with toxicity. So what you do, you put it into a pot, you boil, put some water in there, you boil it, all the fat rises to the top, you dump that off, you strain it out. Now you're left with basically dry, unpalatable, not very good tasting beef, but then you take this avocado oil, or here's some olive oil, and you stir it back into the beef. Now you've taken that $2-3 a pound ground beef.
I don't even know if that's true.
And you've turned it into more of an essential fat type ground beef. The fat in beef is filled with.
Yeah, this dude's yoked out of
Why
his
you're
mind.
not making the progress you're looking for. The body lives in one of two modes: survive or thrive. Most of you are probably in survival mode. The reason you're going to know this is because.
Anyway, I'm excited to meet this guy. He's cool. He's passionate. He's yoked out of his mind. Oh, more testosterone, sugar-free, into your shaker. You can see. Legends of Iron. God, he's huge. Oh, look, there's this chick. Vibrate. Anyway, this is going to be a good one. I'm excited. Always fun meeting new people. Makes me a little anxious, but first milk, and now you'll never eat beef again. I have so much beef in my refrigerator. Even his sunglasses are on TRT. It's possible. That I don't think that's TRT, right? That's he's on something. Okay. Let me see if I can give you guys any insights for next week too. Oh, Adam Kramer. Oh, that's gonna be a good one. I think that guy was. I better not. I think that guy. I think that's a cartel guy. He was intimate with the cartels. We'll find out. Oh no, we have a game show on Tuesday. That sucks. Quarterfinals talk. Oh, Josh Bridges is coming back on Wednesday of next week. Oh shit. On Thursday, the owner of I think it's CrossFit Santiago. It's the first CrossFit gym in Chile. It might be the first CrossFit gym in South America. The guy's name is Pavel Sans. That guy's coming on Thursday. That's going to be good. That's going to be a good affiliate series show. Holy shit, that's Thursday, the 16th. Oh, that's my birthday. Friday, we don't have anyone scheduled. Next Saturday, we have Philip Kelly on. Oh, that'll be awesome. Philip's been a guest on the show at least a couple times. We did a full show on him. He got COVID, was in the hospital for like 40 or 50 days. And he's been fucking with California hormones. So that'll be nice to see how he's doing. All right. Greg, you say Greg. Greg. We all know who Philip is. Greg who? All right. Thanks, guys. Great show. Lots of surprises today. That's what's cool about this show. Always lots of surprises. Sevan, I did see where Jorge was. Was he in Ohio at the oil spill? We reached out to him and tried to get him on a couple nights ago, and he couldn't come on. I'll keep bugging him though. He's very responsive. I want to get Nicky Rod back on too. It'll be interesting to see what Zach Thielander says about Nicky Rod tomorrow. When is Greg Glassman coming on? I don't know. That is a good question. I need to bug him. All right. I will talk to you guys soon.